sayang lang po yung ating mga ginagawang proyekto na napakaganda. So this is really important. And together with public image, we would like to do some branding. Okay? Yung brand na when you see this project, people would already know that it is Rotary. Para bang Mercedes-Benz. Pag nakita nila yung star niyon, this is a Mercedes-Benz. Napakagandang kotse, napakagandang ride, and very expensive. Okay? So, I'm here to talk about, this, I think, mga 20 minutes lang, a few slides. And I would like to share with you some simple tips. Okay? Since we are trying to make you, or we are trying to have a branding, gusto natin yung logos natin pare-pareho. The correct and proper way of using our logo. Sabi nga, we are trying to do branding. And sa branding po, pag nakita kagad yung tamang brand natin, Rotary, that is Rotary. These are people of action. So this is simple. I would like to share it with you. 5 steps lang on determining a correct logo. This is what I use. Okay, and I want to share it with you. But first, sabi nga, it is very important that we should have a consistent and clear Rotary style in all our communications para malaman nila na we are a world-class organization. Parang world-class branded or signature bag or signature shirt, signature pants. Okay? Ito pong importante. We should be consistent. Now, I would like to give you an example with Coca-Cola. Why branding is really important. 2011, they came up with a different logo, different style of cans to support the protection of Arctic habitats. They came out with this. Pero what happened? Dahil na-change ang itsura, na-change ang kulay, ano po naging effect? Ano po naging backlash? Nagkaroon ng backlash po, no, sa mga retailers. Bumaba po yung sales nila. And the most important thing is that there were confusion. It created confusion with Diet Coke packaging. Ngayon ang mga bumibili, naguguluhan na, ano ba to? Totoo ba o hindi? So, immediately, since the sales went down and there was confusion, they pulled it out from the market. Ano po ginawa nila? They came up with another strong branding and logo. Ito pong mga Coca-Cola, ito pong pinaka-logo nila, Coca-Cola. And their flavors, yung mga flavors nila, nandun na po sa itaas. So this is also like Rotary, yung brand natin. This is our master brand, and this represents our club names or district name. Diba? Pero pare-pareho ang brand natin. Still one, still the same. So this is the real purpose of why we are pushing for branding, for correct logos. Okay? Sayang po kasi yung mga projects natin. Now, this is our brand. Our master brand signature, the word mark, Rotary, and the wheel. Now, if we will be putting our club name, it is now already called a club master brand signature. If we are going to place our district, it's going to be a district master brand signature. But if you can see in my screen, there are measurements, no? Measurements, may proportions. May mga proportions which we should follow to make sure na tama po yung logo natin, na correct, na original yung logo natin. Ang hirap naman yan. Correct. But Rotary is trying to help us. All you have to do is go to the brand center. Brand center lang po. We just click the tool, the logo. Just click it. Lalabas na po yung template ng paggawa ng logo. Now, I will not divulge more on this because past, present, Charlotte will be giving you a run-through with the brand center. So, makinig na lang kayo mamaya. So, I will just go back to my tips. This is our master club, master brand signature or logo, and this is our district logo. Pinapakita ko lang po, no? There is the white, the full color. I'm just showing this to show contrast. No? Darating po tayo dyan. May tips. 5 lang po to. 1, there should be right alignment. Right alignment. No left alignment. Ito po, sinasabi pa niya, the district and club are extending below and above the wheel. The district name, the club name are extending below or above. Explain ko po later yan. And then, ang fourth ko po is, Rotary is in the middle of the wheel. And the last is the correct color and font. We'll try to divulge one by one. Unang-una po, sabi, right alignment. Right alignment. Ang ibig sabihin po, the letter Y of the word Rotary, and for example, we go to the district, no? District. The Y of Rotary and the 0 of the district has a right alignment. Pantay po sila. Pantay. So as the club logo. Pantay po yan. Meron pong right alignment. Di ba? Right alignment. Pantay po. Now, if there is no right alignment, then immediately on the first tip, mali na po yung logo nila. Mali na po. Now, if it is correct, it has a right alignment. Let us go to the second tip. Sabi po, no left alignment. Sa left side naman po, no, yung letter R is not aligned with the last letter of the district or the club. Wala pong left alignment. Hindi po sila pantay, okay? Hindi pantay. Unlike sa right alignment, may pantay po. But sa left po, there is no left alignment. Again, if there is a left alignment, ibig sabihin mali na po kagad. So dapat wala pong left alignment. Ang meron lang pong alignment is the right alignment, which is the Y of Rotary and the 0 of the district or the last name of the club. Nakuha po natin? Third tip po, district and club name extending below or above the wheel. So, dito po tayo sa district name. Sa district, yung district logo po natin, district name natin, should slightly be extending below the wheel. Extending below the wheel. No? Hindi po nasa loob ng wheel yung ating district number. Wala po sa loob. Nakababa ng konti. Ngayon, the reason why I say above and below, because there are 3 suggested designs of the logo. Okay, 3 po yan. No, sa club logo. We have the below. Okay, we have the above. And we have the above and below. 3 po yung preferred. 3 po yung pwedeng logo natin, club logo. Wala pong sinasabing your club name should be at the right of the wheel. Wala pong club logo na gano'n. Ang tandaan nyo, 3 lang po ang club logos natin. Should be below, above, and below. Tandaan nyo po yan. Huwag nyo do not place your club name anywhere aside from the 3 areas that I've mentioned. Below, above, and below. Now, sa district po, there is only one preferred and one suggested. It is below the word Rotary. Below lang po. No? Hindi po nilalagay sa above, hindi po nilalagay sa right. Wala pong ganon. Okay? So again, it should extend the club name or the, let's say, the number. The district name should at least extend below the wheel. Now, again, kung hindi po nag-extend below the wheel or above the wheel, mali na po rin kagad. Okay, mali na. But, kung meron pong right alignment Wala po siyang left alignment, and the club name and the district name extends a little below and above the wheel. Let us go to number 4. Sabi po, Rotary in the middle of the wheel. Now, the word Rotary should be in the middle of the wheel. Okay? Yung iba po, tinataas nila yung wheel, Rotary rito to accommodate the club name, and they will put it within the wheel also. Mali po. Hindi po tama yun. Okay? The word Rotary should always be in the middle of the wheel. Yan po ang tama. Next tip na tinitingnan ko, correct font and color. Now, our fonts are exclusively made for Rotary International. Now, if you want to have the correct fonts, you have to buy it sa Rotary International. But wait, hindi nyo na kailangan bumili. Go to the template, go to the brand center. Libre na po yan. Now, there are 4 colors. Okay? There are 4 official colors. This is what we call the full color, the blue and the yellow. We call that full color. And then we have the solid black color. And then we have the blue. And then we have the white. Yan lang po ang official color natin. Ha? Ngayon, you might ask me, why do we have official colors? Why do we have different colors? Why? Because of contrast purposes. Contrast purposes. You know, our layout artists or tayo mismo, Rotarians, are very artistic. We would like to have different backgrounds. But unfortunately, when we have dark backgrounds, ang napapansin ko po, no, sa mga sa iba-ibang invitation, iba-ibang tarpaulins, they would always want to use the dark color background, and they keep on using the full color. Ang nangyayari po, when they use the full color, they try to put some shadows around it, shadows or white box, so that it will come out. Hindi po ganun ang gusto ng Rotary. We would like it to be elegant, simple. So in dark backgrounds, let us try to use the all white, okay? Or the all yellow, or siyempre hindi na pwede in black, no? But in light backgrounds, we can now use the full color, basta light background. Let us not force ourselves to use the full color always. That is why we have different colors, so we can play with it in contrast with the background. Nakuha po natin yon. Sample. Ayan po. This is a dark color. And they would like to use the full color, and dark color. So they would rather put white box, no, para lumitaw yung full color. The same thing with the yellow. Because the wheel is yellow and the background is yellow, they placed a white box para lumitaw. No, that is not our objective. Again, this is the reason why we have 4 colors. Why not use the solid black or the solid blue, the solid white for dark colors? Di ba mas maganda? Mas lumulutang? Okay? So again, these are simple tips. Now, if everything is correct with my simple tips, at least 96%, 95 to 98%, tama po yung logo nila. Ngayon, meron pa ho tayong mga guidelines. But that is another topic, and we will take that on the next meeting. So always remember, there should be a right alignment. There should be no left alignment. The district and club name should be below or a little above the wheel. Now, the Rotary should be in the middle of the wheel, and correct colors and font. Simple. Di ba? Simple. Sandali, balik po tayo. No? Well, before I tackle on this, I would like to give you a suggestion. Kasi ang nangyayari when we are asked or when we are tasked to make a tarpaulin or a promotional billboard, we go immediately to the layout artist. Pakigawa mo nga to. Paki-download mo na lang to. Ito lang gawin mo. My friends, the layout artist doesn't know the tips I've given you. They don't know the guidelines in using our logos. So, without you giving them instruction, 95 to 100% mali po ang magiging logos nila. Mali po ang magiging logos nyo. And kapag ang Rotarian who was tasked to do that, hindi niya rin alam, 100% mali na po. Mapiprint na, mali na. Tip, why don't you go to the brand center, to the template, gumawa na po kayo ng samples, template for below, above, and below na club name nyo. Save nyo, lagay nyo sa USB. And then, go also for the different colors. You save it sa USB. So that when you will ask a layout artist, a printing office to do a promotion for you, ito na po ang mga correct logos namin, correct colors, no, so that it will come out from our billboards or our tarpaulins will the logos meaning will be correct, di ba? Very simple po 'yun. Pa-download nyo lang po. Be prepared. Download nyo na kagad sa USB. Now, this will be my last tip for you. This is our coming theme, no? Coming theme, serve to change lives, with our logo, master brand, lock up with our theme logo. Pag may bar pong ganyan, ibig sabihin I'm pertaining to lock up, no? So lock up hindi na pwede palitan. Yun na yun. Now, question. You go to the brand center. Meron na po ba kayong nakitang logo na lock up with a theme na merong district and club name? Meron na po ba kayong nakita? May nahanap na po ba kayo na template wherein you will put your club name or club logo or your district name sa lock up natin pag dinownload nito? Wala pa. You cannot find po a lock up theme logo with our district and club name. Wala po. So, tinanong po natin yan sa RI Design. Bakit gano'n? Actually, it was meant to be without a district logo or a club name. So, hindi na po kailangan. But, RI Design is not preventing us to do so, to add our district number or our club name. Hindi po tayo pine-prevent, but they are not promoting it for us to place our district number and a club name. Bakit? Why? Ito po ang reason. Since there is no template for that, gumagawa na tayo ng sarili, dinadagdagan na po. For example, ito po, may district number naman. Medyo correct naman po, no? Medyo correct. But remember, there are also rules in placing a lockup, in doing a lockup logo. No? Dapat yung spacing po tama rin. So this one po, no, ang spacing po kasi dito, dapat yung Y, the Y of Rotary, no, should be the same size with the space between the bar and the wheel. Bar and the wheel, the bar and the theme. May size din po. Masyadong madikit sila, di ba? Masyadong madikit. Next po, ito naman, yung lock-up logo, na partner logo or our team logo should be the same size with the wheel or should be aligned on the top portion of the wheel. Sumobra naman laki po nung wheel, nung team logo natin. Okay? Mali rin po kasi may guidelines tayo dyan. Next, Nilagay naman po yung club name nila, pero mali po yung club name kasi 'di ba? The club name should be below the wheel. Okay, should be below the wheel. Hindi po, nasa gitna po. Mali na po. This is the reason now why RI is not promoting us to place our district number and club name kasi mali-mali po nangyayari. Mali po ang lumalabas. Nagiging mali ang logo natin. Okay? For example, ito lang po nilagay ko na to. Itong nilagay ko to. Halos, titignan nyo, halos pareho po no? Yung number niya. Kaya lang, this is the right number. When you go to the template, there's a big difference. Meron pa rin big difference. Mali po yung pagkalagay ng layout artist. Now, a Rotarian, again, who is not knowledgeable with the proper logo, sasabihin niya, correct, tama na yan. Mali po. Okay? Tandaan lang po natin, when we are going to have a lock-up and we would like to put our club name or our district name, make sure the Y in Rotary is the space, is the space between the wheel and the bar, and the space between the bar and the logo of your partners or team logo. And then, pantay lang po sila. No? Pantay on top. Pantay on top. Simple things. Ito po ang proper way. So, ang proper way po, para sigurado, go to the template, make your club logo. Okay? Pag na-create nyo na yung club logo nyo, i-paste nyo na po, and then you make a bar, and then the bar, ang space po, importante, okay, should be as big as the Y of the word Rotary. Yun ang space po, and then you place your team logo of whatever logo you want to be placed. Yun po ang pinakamadaling gawin para to make sure correct po yung inyong club logo and district logo. Okay? Simple. Very simple lang po. We just go to the template. We just go to the brand center. Follow the template. Okay? Kapag wala po sa brand center yung mga logo na, you know, in your ideas na this is how I want my logo to look like. Kapag wala po yun, ibig sabihin, hindi po tama. Okay? Except for the lock-up of the master brand and the theme logo. Make sure lang tama lang parate. Well, just follow these 5 simple tips that I have given you. It's so simple. At least 95 to 100% makukuha nyo. You will make sure na tama yung logo. My friends, let us not allow officers or policewomen to stop us, no? Dahil sa quarantine. Yung pala, hinihinto kayo. Kahit meron na kayong pass, hinihinto pala kayo kasi you are using the wrong logo. Huwag niyo pabayaan po yan. Nakakahiya. Okay, hindi baling wala kayong quarantine pass. Basta make sure you have the correct logo. Thank you very much and good luck.
Ano na?
Back to you,
Thank you, JP. JP, thank you. We have a question for you. Can you hear me?
Question, okay. Basta wag lang sa puso, ha? Wag lang
Yes.
tukol sa puso. Okay.
Okay. From RC Bawang, Ma'am Didi Testepa is asking, how do we monitor if clubs are strictly following these guidelines regarding the Rotary logo?
How do we what? How do we
monitor if clubs are strictly following these guidelines regarding the Rotary logo?
Actually, you will be forced to observe. No, when you see some posting sa FB, posting sa chat group, posting sa kung anumang social media, minsan din nyo lang makikita. You will notice that, uy, tama ba to? Mali yata. I will think about the 5 tips Governor JP told me. Right alignment, no left alignment. Mali to. No? This will practice you actually. This will practice you in determining a good and correct logo. Yung 5 tips lang na yun. Pero yung imo-monitor nyo para ipupulis siya talaga, pabayaan nyo na kami ang magpulis. Pero practice, you try to go to different club web page or sa Facebook pages. You try to check their logos. Makikita nyo kung tama o mali by simply following my 5 simple steps. I hope I answered you. Okay na, Peter?
Yes, there's another question,
Okay.
Doc JP.
Okay.
From RC Downtown. I cannot. Doc JP,
Go.
can we combine the word People of Action logo below the Rotary logo? From AJRC Downtown Olongo po.
AJ, I will not preempt. I will not preempt the talk of past President Lisel. She will talk about that, yung People of Action guidelines. So si past President Lisel na lang sasagot yan. Huwag ka na lang alis, just listen to her. Go, back to you, Peter.
Okay, thank you, Gov. Any more questions from the body?
Wala na,
Parang
mamaya
wala,
na.
parang wala na po.
na.
Yeah.
Okay
You can
na.
ask questions
Thank you very
later.
much. Yes.
Thank you, Gov.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
On behalf of District 3790, this certificate of appreciation is presented to past District Governor John Paul J.P. Kadai for imparting his insights to District 3790.
Wala yata siya. No? Gov. Naputol yata si Gov.
On behalf of District 3790, this certificate of appreciation is presented to past District Governor John Paul J.P. Kadai for imparting his insights to District 3790 during its District Training Assembly this 15th day of May 2021. Signed, William.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Governor Willie, for listening, for being with us.
Good afternoon. I am Jamel Oliver Salver from the Rotary Club of Baguio Summer Capital. I am tasked to introduce our next speaker for accessing and using the Brand Central. She is a graduate of arts in social science, major in political science, double major in psychology at the University of the Philippines. She started her profession under Philippine Security and Exchange Commission as a certified investment solicitor. She was inducted in Rotary in 2011 and served as president under the theme of World Class during the Rotary year 2015 to 2016. She was also conferred with the highest honor, which is Magis, garnering a perfect score in all areas of club administration, public image, membership, community service, international service, and youth service under past District Governor Peps Benzon. She served the district as a district coordinating chair for membership in 2017 to 2018, as well as assistant governor in 2018 and 2019 for District 3830. She also served as a regional public image committee Zone 7 technical officer in 2017 to 2019, and a technical officer for Zone 10A during the year 2019 up to this present time. She also served as a Rotary Academic Executive Director in 2020 to 2021, as well as now the incoming District Coordinating Chair for Public Image 2021. I'm glad to aptly introduce to you past President Charlotte S. Cruz of the Rotary Club of Makati, San Lorenzo.
Hi. Do I start na? Hello, good afternoon. Okay, so can we turn off the background music now? Ayun, okay. Thank you. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for that comprehensive introduction, which I wrote. So this is going to be an interactive session. So may I ask the host, the technical team, to allow our participants to unmute themselves? Pwede po ba? Can we try it if we can unmute ourselves now? Try nyo lang po. Sige lang po. Masaya to ngayon. Gigmang panggising natin. Can you say hello?
Hi.
Yan, ayun, meron
Hello.
na. Yun,
Hello.
di ba? So you're there.
Hello, ma'am.
So, yes, hi. Okay.
Nagpapa-hello lang.
Nagpapa-hello lang, oo. No. Everyone talaga kailangan,
Ano po contact number
kailangan
niyo? Ano po cellphone number niyo?
Hello lang, sir. Wait lang. Okay. So, nakikita niyo yung screen ko?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, good afternoon. As introduced earlier, I am past President Charlotte Cruz po from the Rotary Club of Makati, San Lorenzo, District 3830. So, napag-utusan po ako na mag-discuss sa inyo today on Brand Center. So, syempre, before tayo pumunta sa Brand Center, ano naman tayo? Gawa naman tayo segue para hindi tayo talon kagad. So, ito yung who. That's me po. Charlotte. Ngayon, ang next natin is the what. What is branding ba? Tayo umandar dito. Ayan. There. So, what? Ano ba yung branding? So, nagtrabaho ako para sa inyo. Hindi ako nagbabasa ng dictionary, pero nagbasa ako. So, chinek ko, ang lumalabas na definition ng brand is, it's a class of goods, churba, mahaba, ganyan. Basta puro English eh. Huwag ko nang basahin ha. So, or it's a characteristic of distinctive kind. It's a public image reputation. So, instead of focusing on the technical definition, syempre, maglaro na lang tayo. Okay? So kaya ko kayo pinatry if you can unmute yourselves kasi for this session, maglalaro tayo for every correct answer 10 points. Pag may maling sagot, minus 5 points. Ang caveat, kailangan magkasundo lahat ng participants dun sa sagot nyo. So therefore, unless maingay na maingay sa background nyo, can you please unmute yourselves para makapag-participate kayo? So leave your microphones on para makasagot kayo. Pero kung meron kayong hindi pagkakasunduan dun sa sagot, you need to agree. Mag-a-assign ako ng tiebreaker. Okay? Agree? Thumbs up dun sa mga agree. Mag-on na kayo ng videos nyo. Sige na, minsan lang to. I promise you, mag-e-enjoy kayo. Tsaka madali lang naman yung mga tanong. Okay, let's start na ha, game. Anong brand to?
Apple.
Wow! So, agree ba lahat? Ba't walang sumasagot? Mag-unmute kayo. Si Pipi Joseph.
Apple.
Yes. Apple, agree lahat. Si AJC, RC Downtown. Ang ganda-ganda mo naman. Mag-unmute ka. Sige. Sagot ka lang. Wala kang...
Sino
Sign language na lang. Apple. So, Apple, agree lahat? Okay. So, Apple is correct. So, meron ng 10 points ang team nyo. Okay, next.
Starbucks.
Si Gogmate, sagot na sagot, ha? Lata ako, ha? District 3790, come on.
bawal si
Sagot kayo.
Starbucks.
Starbucks, okay. Si Pipi Irene, are you there? Pipi Boying, Ramosito. Okay, so Starbucks ba? Ang ganda naman ng pangalan nito, San Ray. Okay, so Starbucks is, of course, correct. Okay, next.
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Jollibee daw. Paano yan? Kukuha tayo ng tiebreaker. So, McDonald's. Agree lang.
McDonald's like that? Yeah, that's McDonald's.
Wow. Ayun, meron ng English spokening dun sa sa room natin.
Sumagot 4 years old
Yes.
McDonald.
Tama. Imagine 4 years old, na-recognize niya ang Golden Arches of McDonald's. So, may 30 points na. Next is, what
Nike.
brand is that? Go ahead.
Nike.
Nike. Okay. Sa chat pala sumasagot yung iba. Okay. So, sorry naman na. Okay. Si Albert. Albert, you want to say it? Actually, you don't have to raise your hand. Sigaw lang ng sigaw. Ano tayo dito? Ayaw silang ipa-unmute. Tech team. Can you allow the participants to unmute, please?
Paki-unmute po. Host
Kasi
club.
hanggang mamaya kami hanggang
host
mamaya pa kami
club.
interactive.
Host
Hello.
club, paki-unmute lahat.
Please allow Ayan, okay. Akala ko naman kanina sira lang yung microphone mo, AJ.
Kaya pala si Gog Matila sumasagot na rin.
Kaya nga, mga co-host lang pala yung nakaka-reply. Okay, there. Anong brand yan?
Nike.
Nike, ang galing. Ayan, buhay na yung room. Sige, okay. Mukhang mapepperfect.
Competitive pa naman ako.
Okay, next.
Mickey Mouse. Ay, hindi.
Sige, okay lang. Walang mali. Pag hindi na kayo magkasundo, maglalaban-laban kayo. Mickey Mouse, may iba bang sagot?
Disneyland.
Disneyland, Mickey Mouse. So, tatanggapin ko pareho. Okay.
Just one quick
Correct.
tidbit about Taisukotai.
Wala pang mali,
Pepsi.
Easy.
Pepsi Cola.
In the Thai culture and development.
Pepsi Cola.
Pepsi Cola, okay. Meron pang ibang sagot? Wala na? Okay, so Pepsi is correct. Okay, mukhang mape-perfect nyo
Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes-Benz.
Yan. Mga yayamanin, kilala ang hindi kilala ang Pepsi, pero si Mercedes kilala.
Yan.
Diba? Mga meron ako niyan 5 sa garahe. Sige. Phil
Akin,
cannot
10.
unmute. Bakit cannot unmute? Participants, wait lang. Ah, ayun. Ako na. Oh, there. I'm allowing you all to unmute yourselves na. Go ahead.
Hi, thank you.
Yan, pwede na po.
Ayaw,
Yan,
ayaw
competitive na lahat.
Tech team, nakialam na ako ha. Sorry. Sorry na. Okay, so Mercedes, correct? Check natin.
BMW.
Okay, ayan na.
Chanel.
Chanel.
Wow, mga nagsha-shopping, sanay na sanay.
Anel.
Oh, diba? Hindi po Chanel, magtaray eh.
Chanel.
Social na pagkakasigaw ng
Chanel.
Pipi Irene,
Chanel.
sanay mamingin eh. Biglang Chanel.
Chanel.
Okay.
Chanel.
Yan na. Move on na, move on.
Chanel. Twitter.
Hoy, come on guys, in-announce yung tama si Chanel. Dapat si Twitter. In-announce yun ng tama. Twitter. Yes. Twitter. Okay, correct.
O, yan. Twitter.
Ayan. Favorite
Johnny Walker. My favorite.
Hindi.
Johnny Walker Black.
No, meron pa Johnny Walker Black. Kompleto pa. Mamaya, ano pa yan?
Mas masarap
Dad, something mamaya niyan. Ano?
Tawag mo si Daddy.
Mukhang manginginom pa ng mga tao dito. Kaya pala parang ramdam ko talaga gusto ko pa yun. Okay.
Johnny Walker.
Okay.
Johnny Walker.
Yes. Okay.
Johnny Walker.
Yes, opo. Narinig ko kayo. So, Johnny Walker is correct. Okay. So, perfect score ang 3790. By the way, yan ang collective IQ nyo. So, mamaya sa mga succeeding games, pag medyo mababa yan, wala na ho ako magagawa. Kayo nag-declare niyan. Okay. So, 100 points kayo sa first game natin. So, yan yung... Yes. Palakpakan nyo yung sarili nyo. Congratulations. So, yun yung what is branding, 'di ba? Ano yung branding ba? So, Rotary as a brand, bakit siya importante? Kasi 'di ba, there's no other organization like Rotary. Mag-agree na kayo kasi Rotarians kayo, 'di ba? So hindi lang tayo basta organization eh. We're a force, 'di ba? Parang iba tayo eh. So by using our unique voice consistently, yun yung karugtong din doon sa sinabi kanina ni Gov JP na kailangan consistent tayo para yung communications natin. Diba? Okay. So, we can ensure that our communications reflect our character. So, pinapakita dapat natin kung ano ba yung, sino ba tayo through branding. Di ba? Pag yung kunyari, yung Mercedes-Benz, parang ang sinasabi niya, matibay siya. Kaya Mercedes, di ba? Parang ganon. Tapos, so, di ba meron tayong Rotary, the Rotary Foundation, di ba? Meron tayong mga Rotary clubs. Pero ang kadalasan talagang ginagamit ng mga tao, I mean, kilala tayo is as Rotary. Di ba may mga nakasalubong na ba kayo? Have you met people na, uy, Rotary ka pala? Di ba they don't tell you naman na na uy, Rotary District 3790 ka pala. No, parang Rotary lang ang kilala nila, di ba? That's how they look at us. So, Rotary, the word Rotary is the thread that binds all of us. Rotary International, Rotary Foundation. So therefore, we have to take care of the word Rotary and the brand of Rotary. Okay. So, eto na ngayon yung why. What I'm explaining to you is why. Why ba natin kailangan mag-branding? Bakit ba tayo may public image session pa ngayon? Di ba parang pwede naman ako mag-Netflix na lang now at matulog or sumama doon sa ibang grupo. Bakit may public image session ng Rotary? Bakit may ganung program? Kasi nga, we recognize that embracing Rotary as our communicative name is simple lang siya. Diba? It's simple pero it's simple pero it unifies our organization and it strengthens our message. So yun yung why. I hope malinaw sa atin bakit importante yung branding. Katulad nung ginawa nating game kanina, it may be a game, pero it shows all of us parang how recognizable these brands are. 'Di ba? Nakita nyo lang yung logo ng letter M, even a 4-year-old kid recognizes it as McDonald's, 'di ba? So, that's the effect of branding. That's why it's important that when we present the Rotary brand, everybody recognizes it also. So, are we clear on the why? Wait lang. Nakawala uli yung, wait lang. Okay. Are we clear on the why? Unmute and say yes.
Yes.
Yes po.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes,
So,
yes.
why?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you at hindi kayo natutulog or ano dyan, nagne-Netflix at nakikinig kayo. Okay, let's now go to the how. Diba? Diniscuss na natin. Why is it important? So, alam na natin, branding is important. So, how do we follow the brands? Yung mga pinakita ni Gov Billy, ni Gov JP kanina, di ba? It's important nga na, simple yung guidelines niya. Pero may mga technical aspects din yung branding, di ba? So how? Tignan naman natin ngayon sa ating, so this is just to show you yung Rotary nga as a brand is important. Ayan, yung how na tayo. So how? Ito na, maglalaro na ulit tayo. Pwede kayo mag-unmute, di ba? Kanina, ang bibilis nyo, di ba? Nag-uunahan kayo. O, sige. Ganun uli, ah. Ready? Stretching na. Okay, let's start. Question number 1. For Rotary Community Core Lockups, the divider rule is 0.5, 50% black, height equal to first logo, or 1.5 point, 70% black, height equal to the first logo.
Relative to improving specific academic outcomes.
Wala.
Ano yun?
Pinasok tayo ng Briton.
Ano daw?
Okay. So, ano? O, ba't biglang tumahimik? Pwede naman kayo mag-unmute. Ano? Sa dilaw, sa pink?
Sa asul.
Asul. Okay. Next question. I guess pass, di ba? So, the next question is to ensure correct gold color in the master brand. Ano yung hexa code daw nung gold na ginagamit natin? Is it ano to? Hashtag 005082 or F7A81B?
Hindi namin alam.
Wala. Okay, siret lahat. Siret.
Siret yan?
Oh, eto, madali. In people of action layouts, the call to action is set in what font? Di ba yung people of action?
Dilaw.
Prudiger. Prudiger.
Yellow.
Pink.
Pink daw. Pink.
White.
Bato. Pink.
Yellow.
Pink. White.
Pink. Lahat na nagsabing pink, say yeah.
Yay! Yeah!
Lahat na nagsabing yellow, say no.
No.
Oh, mas lalo yung pink. Ngayon, tingnan natin. Sisihin nyo yung pink. Ay, mali yan. Sige na. Nadaya nyo yung slide ko, pero mali yun. The answer was Sentinel Bold. Ito yan dapat. Ay, ba't ganon? Mali yan. Nagkamali si Macro, pero mali yun, ha? Okay. Oh, anong color ang Rotaract Club logos? Cranberry or pink?
Pink.
Cranberry.
So, okay. So, sige na nga, bigay ko na sa inyo yung score. It's cranberry. Okay. So, okay. Ang point ko is
Cranberry.
okay, so ang point ko is kapag if we were to follow all the guidelines ng public image, ang hirap, di ba? Baka sabihin nyo naman, Diyos ko, ano ba? Pipi Charlotte, grabe conception ka naman. Bakit naman ganyan yan? Ang dami-dami naman tatandaan. Tapos, di ba, parang mas gugustuhin ko pa magbalat ng patatas kaysa naman pag-aralan lahat mga yan. Pero don't worry, kasi, yun nga, meron tayong brand center. So sa brand center, wala tayong kahirap-hirap. Okay? So, eto na ngayon yung bulk ng discussion natin this afternoon. Pupunta tayo sa Brand Center para malaman natin gaano ba kahirap yung sinasabi ni Gov. JP na dapat meron ka na on file na iba-ibang versions ng Rotary logo nyo. Para pag magpapagawa ka ng tarpaulin, bibigay mo na lang yun sa printer. Pwede niyang mag-design, pero at least transparent na yung file. Alam niya na parang hindi na siya mamumblema kung tama ba yung size ng R, kung right aligned ba, left aligned. So, nandun na lahat, nakakahon na, kukunin lang natin sa brand center. Okay? So, ready na kayo? We will go now to the brand center. So, unang-unang gagawin natin, syempre, is we'll open our browsers. Ano ba yung mga browser natin? Diba yung mga Opera, Edge. Ayan. Tapos pupunta tayo. Okay, stop. Ano yung website ng Rotary? It's www.rotary.org. So, dun muna tayo pupunta. If yung mga kakilala nyo, mga prospective members nyo, pag gusto nilang matuto tungkol sa Rotary, dito lahat ang punta natin. www.rotary.org. Lahat ng information about Rotary nandyan. So, dyan muna tayo papasok. Type lang natin siya doon sa browser address, ano tawag dyan? Address bar. And then, click enter. And then, dadali niya na tayo sa rotary.org. Ang rotary.org po, lahat, as I said, kahit hindi members, pwedeng pumunta. Pero for the members, meron tayong special page. Kumbaga, merong kwarto dun sa bahay na para sa mga members lang. And this is the My Rotary page. Yes, okay. So pag pumunta tayo sa My Rotary, dadalhin niya tayo. Kasi pang members lang siya, we need to sign in. Okay, hold on. Yung mga, if you do not have yet an account with My Rotary, it's very simple. It's as easy as creating an FB account. But the thing is, you need to use the email address that your club reported sa RI when they encoded you as new member. So minsan, the most likely concern lang why hindi maka-login is most common issue is ayaw tanggapin the email. Pero that's because it wasn't the email that was reported to RI. So in that case, your club, whoever is the incumbent club president or club secretary just needs to write to RI to either tawag doon, edit or give your correct email address. Okay? So, magla-login na tayo. So, pagdating natin sa My Rotary, of course, may mga advisories sila, depende kasi yung mga shutdown nila. You just need to encode your login credentials. So, again, this is your Rotary email and the password you set when you created your My Rotary account. So, magla-login siya. Mabilis lang yan. Para ka lang kumuha ng tasa, lilagyan mong mainit na tubig. Okay? Tapos, dadaling ka na niya sa My Rotary. Pagdating mo sa My Rotary, you are now privy to information that is available only to members. So, matagal, may tubig ka na, lagyan mo na ng kape, lagyan mo ng 2 kutsarang asukal, 1, 2, tapos titikman mo, medyo matabang pa pala, dagdagan mo uli ng 1 pang kutsaritang asukal. Ayan, finally, nasa My Rotary page ka na. So, pagdating mo sa My Rotary page, again, these are information available to all Rotary Club members. So, you have your profile, you have your club profile, pati kung ano yung mga yung club snapshot that says kung sino yung presidente nyo and all those. And then we go to manage. So, merong tabs sa taas. We will go for this purpose, kasi nga pupunta tayo sa brand center. So, pupunta tayo sa manage and then we'll go to the brand center. Okay? So, baba ka lang sa brand center And then actually, kahit saan dyan, yung pindutin mo, dadaling ka niya sa brand center. Pero for this purpose, doon tayo sa logo. So, yan. Tinikman mo na yung kape. Parang kulang ng gatas. Lalagyan mo ng konting gatas, creamer, hinalo mo. Ayan. So, finally, ready na yung kape mo, nandun ka na rin sa brand center. Okay. So, pagdating sa brand center, makikita nyo na ano yung gusto nyong materials. Gusto nyo bang kumuha ng People of Action materials? Gusto nyo bang mag-download ng guidelines? So yung guidelines, ito yung para mga rule book natin. Kumbaga, or kung sa gobyerno, yung mga latest issuances, ganyan. Or kung gusto mo rin gumawa ng brochure, meron na rin ready si brand center. Or if you want to borrow, di ba when we do other projects, we use stock photos and stock videos. Sa Rotary, meron din mga ganon. Meron ding images and videos that are available for all Rotarians to download. So, but dahil gagawa tayo ng logo this afternoon, pupunta muna tayo sa logos logos page. Ayan. So, tayo sa taas. Ayan. Then, click lang yung Learn More. Ayun, nakasulat logos. Nakasulat Download High Resolution Logo. Ayan. So, pagpunta natin, ayan. Ipe-present niya na tayo. Gagawa ba tayo? May mga templates na. So, punta tayo dun sa templates. Gagawa tayo ng logo, di ba? Actually, ang brand center, kung kaya nyong mag-Facebook, kayang-kaya nyong laruin. Okay? So, yun yung sinasabi ni Gov JP, kung gusto mong kumuha ng lock-up, or dito ka sa club logo. Dito muna tayo sa club logo. Kasi si Lizelle yata magdi-discuss sa inyo mamaya ng People of Action Plan, People of Action Campaign. So, doon tayo sa club logo. Ayan na. Dinala niya na tayo doon. Malapit na. Kumbaga kung saan niluluto yung club logo, nandun na tayo sa pintuan. We just need to click Create. Diba? Pindot-pindot lang eh. Okay. So, pagka pindot mo ng create, dadaling ka na niya dito. Dito sa page na to, it's a template lang. So, meaning, mamimili ka lang. So, number 1, language. Anong language ba? Kasi marami naman choices eh. Kasi nga, di ba, this is for all Rotarians all over the world. Tapos yung club, ano ba yung kukunin mong logo? Is it for a Rotary Club, for a Rotary Club, or for an Interact Club? Kasi iba-iba yan. Pwede kang kumuha. So, Rotaractors and Interactors, dito rin sila kukuha ng logos. Now, for the next. Ready na kayo ha? Magtatanong ako. Meron daw normal logo. Yan yung normal logo. And merong simplified logo. Okay. Now, wait, I'll allow you to unmute. Okay. Unmute. Ano difference nung normal logo sa simplified logo?
Walang Rotary International.
Rotary International.
Ang galing, nakikinig, nanonood. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, naiiyak ako. Nandiyan pala kayo, kala ko, iniwan nyo na ako. Okay, so very good. Pansin nyo, meron siya kapag, ito yung simplified, wala nakasulat sa loob. Tapos yung normal, ayun yung pumunto. Ayan yung simplified, wala nakasulat sa loob. Pero yung normal ay merong yung Rotary International. Binention kanina ni Gov JP yun, di ba? Merong Rotary International na words inside the wheel. So again, simplified. Saan ginagamit yung simplified? Nire-recommend siya kapag masyadong maliit yung i-print nyo, or kapag masyadong maliit, or kapag embroidered. Kasi wag nyo namang pahirapang magtahina yung magbuburda ng Rotary International, di ba? Baka magkapasma-pasma yun, masisi pa kayo. Okay. So, after natin mapili, ngayon, normal muna i-download natin. Ito na yung sinasabi ni Gov JP. Meron tayong pagpipili ang colors. So, anong gusto mong color na i-download mo? Gusto mo ba yung kulay blue? Para may choices ka, di ba? Kung light yung background mo, meron kang choice na logo for it. Di ba? Kung all black, yung tinatawag na, yan, syempre pag white, hindi lalabas sa preview, pero may white. Tapos, eto tayo, yung full color. Yun yung kulay blue, tapos may rotary wheel na gold. So, alignment. Di ba sabi ni Gov. JP, meron daw below logo, above and below. Yan, merong above, yung above the logo, and above and below. Pero ano yung sinabi ni Gov. JP kanina na recommended? Okay, tingnan natin kung nandiyan pa sila. Ano yung recommended daw? Sabi ni Gov. JP kanina. Sagot? Above and below, above logo, or below logo?
Below.
Gov, either hindi sila makapag-unmute or hindi sila nakinig sa'yo kanina. Anyway, so, ang ano is below logo daw, ang recommended. Okay. So, yan muna yung gawin natin for sample. Tapos, ilalagay na natin yung club name or district name. So, kung ang club name nyo ay, okay, so sa akin kasi yan, so, syempre, love your own. Ang gagamitin ko muna is Rotary Club of Makati San Lorenzo. Kunyari, Rotary Club of San Fabian. So, ang ilalagay nyong name dyan is kung ano yung nasa charter papers nyo. Diba? Kung anong club talaga. Naka-mute, naka-pause yata siya. Wait. Ano nangyari? Ayan, gumagalaw na. Ayan. So, Rotary Club of kung ano yung club name nyo. So, in my case, kunyari, ayan, Rotary Club of Makati San Lorenzo. Ngayon, kailangan nyo pa bang isulat yung Rotary? Kailangan nyo pa ba? Kunyari, Rotary Club of Makati San Lorenzo, isusulat ko pa ba yung Rotary dun sa ano?
No.
Hindi na. Kasi di ba parang hindi naman maganda yung paulit-ulit na, repetitive pa. So, di ba? Kasi may Rotary na siya. So, it's, kung Rotary, district na lang ang umpisa mo. Okay, so District 3830, ayan. Pero since syempre, bisita nyo ako, ang gagawin natin ngayon ay district logo nyo. Okay. So, District 3790. Yan. Okay. So, pag pumindot ka anywhere outside the box, lalabas yung preview. And then, you just need to save that. And kung gusto nyo lagyan ng pangalan, kasi you can actually go back, parang sinesave mo siya doon sa isang folder. So, pwede mo siyang i-download na, I think, 30 days. Eto na. Ano nangyari? Ba't nawala? Oh, pero babasahin lang natin yung nakasulat. Nakasulat, para continuar, refresh ka. Oh. So, para daw ba, i-refresh daw natin. Di ba? So, pupunta, asan ba yung refresh button? Ayun, sa taas lang, katabi ng address bar. Yung parang circle. Ayun nga, drawing niya nga rin eh. So, pag ni-refresh mo yan, ayan na, lalabas na yung preview ng logong ginawa natin. Now, you have the option also to download different types of, ano ba tawag doon? Files. Di ba? So, pwedeng PDF. Nakasulat naman doon sa gilid eh. Pwedeng JPEG. Pero ako, I would always recommend yung PNG. Oo. Portable. Ano ba yung PNG? And graphics eh. So, ibig sabihin ng PNG, it's transparent. So, kahit saan, pag binigay mo siya sa printer mo, pag nilagay niya sa layout niya, naka-transparent siya. So, okay siya kagad. So, you just click download, and isi-save mo siya the way you would any other file na sinend sa inyo. Sa, kunyari, pag may nagpadala sa inyong email, paano nyo ba isi-save yun? Ganun din lang siya. So, click download, and then choose a folder. You have to acknowledge nga pala na 30 days lang. Kasi baka awayin nyo daw si RI na, gumawa ako ng logo last year, bakit wala na dun sa ano? So, sinasabi niya na 30 days lang nandun yon. So, click download, and then, yun na, pipili mo na kung saan mo siyang isi-save the folder. Pag na-save mo na siya, yan. Nagdadalawang isip kasi ako nung ginagawa ko niyan. I-open ko ba, isi-save ko? Kaya medyo, medyo magulo yung mouse ko. Okay? So, isi-save mo siya, lagyan mo na ng name. kunyari, ang club name mo, nakita ko nga doon, RC San Fabian, full color below, para may palatandaan ka na. And then, create one na for below, na, full color na below, full color na above. Ayan. Pag na-save mo na siya, pag open mo, it's there na. Oh, di ba? Mahirap, madali. Okay. So yun na yung session natin ngayon. So kung may tanong kayo, speak now or forever hold your peace. Ano na nangyari? Wait lang. Sorry. Okay, ayan. So any questions? Mahirap ba, madali? RC Mateo, naka-raise ang hand. Ay, hindi, pumapalakpak pala. Sorry po. Kala ko nagtataas ka ng kamay. Okay, so questions?
Internal and an internal assessment. External.
Okay. So, malinaw po ba kung ano?
Yes, thank you, past question and Charlotte. Wala pong question sa chat box.
Okay.
So,
So,
maybe
with that,
later. Yeah.
are we, okay. Up to what time ako?
Until
Time
we have
remaining.
40 minutes po. So, we still
10
have
more
time.
minutes? 10 minutes, no? I still have
Yes.
10 minutes. Okay. So,
Yes.
since may 10 minutes pa tayo, okay. Yung question mo po kanina, hindi pa rin po ako yun. Yung kasunod ko po yata, yung people of action sa brand center.
Ako po yun, mamaya.
Oo, Lisel, sagutin mo siya kagad mamaya.
Excited si AJ.
Kasi ilang hours
Yes,
lang,
yes,
ano, Okay. So, kasi kung may time pa tayo, I want to ask for a volunteer. Sino ba pwede mag-volunteer? Kahit sino po, pero mas okay kung gwapo. Na gusto kong i-share.
Ako yun.
Oh,
Yung gwapo.
RPIC, syempre, ikaw na yun. So, gusto ko kasi makagawa kahit isa sa inyo, kahit maka-access lang hanggang brand center, yung pwedeng i-share yung screen niya. Meron po ba? Si Pipi Joseph. Sige na, please. Sige na, ikaw naman pogi eh. Share your screen lang and then i-guide lang natin para mapakita lang natin sa lahat na talagang madali lang siya. Kahit hanggang dun sa ano lang, pagpasok lang sa brand center. Allowed ba silang mag-share ng screen? Wait Ibabalik ko mamaya. Sorry, tech team, baka magalit sa. Go ahead, you can share your screen. Mukhang naka-laptop ka kasi, kaya sorry . Okay. Yan, dalawa na tayo naka-spotlight. RC Downtown Session. Wow. Yes ba? Are you trying to share screen? May umaapila. Mag-share ka na. Bilisan mo kasi may umaapila ng gwapo daw. Ayan. Madalas talaga may mga kontrabida sa mundo eh. Tingnan mo. Pinuri ka na nga ng hindi kilala eh. May kumontra pa. Sige. Sir Joseph, what's happening? Are you trying to share? Isa pa, sino pa ba sino pang pwedeng mag-share? Wala kasi naka-on mga video sa inyo, magtatawag ako. Sino ba yung maingay kanina? Sino yung sumagot ng Chanel kanina? Natuwa ako, na-excite siya.
Oo, ang ganda ng pagkabigkas niya ng Chanel.
Oo,
No?
Chanel.
Sosyal na sosyal, no?
Kaya nga eh. Si ano yata. AJ, are you on laptop? Yeah, can you share, please? Please, can you share your screen? Please, please. Yeah. Tapos, there. Si Pipi Joseph, di ako pinansin eh. Ang galing na nga kata sa spotlight, suplado ka pala sa personal. Yan, si AJ. Share screen lang dun sa
Ito po.
ano. Yan. Ngayon, ang magtuturo kay AJ, in case, kunyari, AJ kahit alam mo, kunyari hindi para sila magtuturo kung ano yung next step.
Naka-share na po ba?
Di pa?
Ay. Okay, wait. Share screen.
Choose mo yung ano.
Bakit? Ayaw. Ayaw po, ABP.
Ayaw niya, okay. So, hindi, ganito. Ako na lang yung mag-share ng screen. Okay, wait. Teka lang ha. Kasi baka scandal lang ma-share. Hindi lang. Gawa tayo ng new private window. Ayan, okay. And then, kayo mag-guide sa akin. Okay, real time to, guys, ha. So, galingan nyo. Okay. Yeah, you're seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Unmute yourselves and tell me what to do now. What should I do? Pupunta akong brand center. Saan ako dapat unang pumunta?
www.rotary.org.
Okay. Okay. So, wait. Tanggalin natin itong si... Okay. So, punta muna ako sa .rotary.org. Okay. 3790. Saan ako pupunta next?
Click My Rotary po.
Galing.
My Rotary.
Click My Rotary. And then, magla-login ako. Hindi pala, magtitimpla ng kape. Kasi di ba dito yung matagal? So, ayan. Mag-iinit ng tubig, lalagay sa tasa, lalagyan ng kalahating kutsarang kape. Tapos, ilang asukal lang ilalagay ko?
2.
Okay. Very good. Tapos, pag matabang pa, wala pa rin. Nagdagan pa uli ng kalahating kutsarita. Oh. Hindi, kutsarita na. Baka magka-diabetes naman ako. Okay. So, ayan. Nasa my Rotary na
isang
ako.
asukal.
Okay, so after my Rotary, saan na? Nasa my Rotary na ako.
Manage.
Di pa nga ako nagsa-sign in, di ba?
Ay, hindi pa pala.
Mamadali naman kayo, excite. May lakad.
Oo.
Okay, so ayan na. Siyempre, ay teka lang, lalagyan ko palang gatas yung kape ko. Ayan. Login siya. Tapos sana nakasave kasi hindi ko memorize. Wala. Nga uli password ko dito. Sana tama. Sana tama. Ayan. So, ayan, ayaw niya na. Kaya nag-record ko na yung ganito ko kasi nga minsan. Yun lang po pala ha, kung gusto nyong matrain paano humaba ang pasensya nyo, paminsan-minsan login kayo sa My Rotary. Ayan, ayaw niya natuloy. Balik tayo. So, sumpong-sumpong lang po yan. Pero parang love life yan, minsan darating din. You cannot, I cannot give you access to my screen. Mamaya ibang, host club ba? Okay, ayan. Balik tayo sa My Rotary. Anyway, pagkatapos, assuming nandun na ako sa My Rotary, saan ako unang pupunta?
Manage.
Manage, and then?
DTA,
Brand
Department of-
Center.
And this is the message. Our medical residents are now getting sick. Then
Diba,
residents
Isa?
or there's care
May nagmumultitask. Kaya pala ano.
Oo,
May
naguguluhan siya.
nagmumultitask. Naririnig yung kabilang kwarto. Nangangapit bahay kayo. Mga ano kayo ha. Down ang ano ngayon. Down
Yep.
si My Rotary. So, sorry na
Yes.
lang tayong lahat muna. Ang gagawin muna natin ay mano-mano. Okay. So, alam nyo na kung... So, stop share ko. So, alam nyo na, after natin pakapasok sa My Rotary, manage, and then 3790. After mag-manage, ang pupunta. Hindi na naman yata nakamute lahat.
Pipili.
Wait lang, ibabalik ko lang yung settings kasi baka makalimutan ko. Awayin ako nila ano. Okay, allowed naman kayo to unmute. Okay, so pagdating doon, ito na lang ang question ko. Ano uli yung mga possible colors available na i-download sa My Rotary?
White,
White,
blue,
Full color.
full color, ayun. Namimili lang talaga kayo nung papansinin yung tanong ko no? Pag madali, nag-uunan. Pag wala, deadma. So maugali nyo. Okay. So anyway, ganun lang siya. Okay. Ilang variants pwede in terms of positions?
Tatlo.
3.
3. Ano yun?
Up, bottom, both, up, bottom.
Above.
Okay. Very good. So, merong below, above and below, at saka above. Okay. Ilang, ano ba maganda to? Lalagyan pa ba ng Rotary yung gagawin yung law? Isusulat yung club name or district name?
Di na.
Okay. So, very good na. I guess, meron naman kayo natutunan kahit papano. Kung wala kayong natutunan, at least marunong na kayo magtimpla ng kape ngayon. Diba? So, with that, Host Club, thank you so much. Tapos na yung aking session. And guys, I hope you enjoyed and learned kahit konti lang. Okay?
Super.
Thank you, PP. Super
Thank you,
enjoy.
PP.
Thank you.
On behalf of District 3790,
Thank you, Past President Charlotte. For next speaker,
on behalf of District 3790, this certificate of appreciation is presented to past President Charlotte Cruz for imparting her insights to District 3790 during its. On behalf of District 3790, this certificate of appreciation is presented to past President Charlotte Cruz for imparting her insights to District 3790 during its District Training Assembly this 15th day of May 2021. Signed, Willie L. Serafica, District Governor, Rotary Year 2021-2022. This includes a token as a vote of thanks which was sent to you via courier. Thank you.
Welcome, fellow Rotarians, to Guidelines in the Use of People of Action campaign and Polio Now and the new areas of focus. I am Jamal Oliver T. Salver from the Rotary Club of Baguio Summer Club, the host club for this DTA 2021. I'm here to actually introduce our guest speaker. She was inducted as a Rotarian in 2002, just to actually please a friend and vowed to resign after a few months later. It has been 19 years since then. She served as club president in Rotary year 2009 and 2010. Afterwards, she became the assistant governor from 2010 to 2011 and was also the district RFE chair and district public image chair in 2011 to 2012. During that same year, she was given a citation as the most outstanding district committee chair. She served as a three-termer for district public image chair, as well as district governor representative to PRM.
Last one, chocolate.
He was also the district membership chair for 2015 to 2016 and was the group vocational exchange team leader for Melbourne, Australia District 9800s. In that same year, Tahiyas at Rotary PR Project, which is the public image initiative for the Philippines, won as one of the best public image campaign for the entire Zone 7, that is Philippines and Indonesia. She was also the district secretary and promotional chair in 2017 and 2018 for District 3820. In 2019, she served as aide to Director Spouse Lady Minda Garcia during the Rotary Manila Zone Institute and was also the District Community Service Committee chair. During Rotary year 2020, she was awarded by the Philippine Medical Association for her initiative in PMA's Heal as One program. Currently, it is her third year as Assistant Regional Public Image Coordinator for Zone 10A and an incoming Global Grant Chair for 2021 to 2022. A wife to a handsome man and a mother to a beautiful, brilliant daughter. Let's all welcome past President Flordeliza Lizelle Castro Ampatuan.
It's my turn now, Violet, okay?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Incoming District Secretary Salva. I forgot the first name. Yeah. Anyway, so thank you very much for the introduction. And I feel privileged and proud being with all of you here today, this afternoon. So magandang hapon po. Let me share my screen first. Naaliw po ba kayo sa presentation ni Pipi Charlotte? Okay. Oops, what's wrong? Ayaw niyang Wait lang ha, let me stop it again kasi ayaw mag-screen share. Okay. Okay, yan. Kinabahan daw ako. So, good afternoon. Again, my name is Past President Lizelle Castro Ampatuan. So, I'll be your speaker, your resource speaker this afternoon. Hindi ko makita yung mukha ko. Ang nakikita ko si Director Lance D. Paano ba yun? Okay. Anyway. Yeah.
We can see you. We can see you.
All right. So my topic this afternoon is guidelines. Actually, first time ko po na magto-talk ng End Polio Now guidelines at saka yung 7 areas of focus. Besides, bago naman po yung ating area of focus. I usually talk about people of action. So ito po, kagaya po ni Pipi Charlotte, bago ko po ito pinag-aralan para po sa inyo. So first, before I start, let me ask you, is guidelines mandatory? What's your answer? Can anybody unmute themselves?
Yes.
Is guidelines mandatory?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes
No.
po. Yes.
Okay.
No.
Sige. Ito sagutin natin ha. Okay. So guidelines is a general recommendation on how to perform a task, advice for how to proceed in a situation. Okay. Another thing is, guidelines usually provide a general overview, and may be used in a situation where no specific policy or standard applies para alam natin kung ano yung gagawin natin, diba? Then, for example, a company's logo brand guidelines may include recommendation on how to use company logo or what's the ideal brand voice for marketing materials. Still, guidelines are an important part of processes. They help people to know what to do in a situation where they are not sure how a standard policy applies. So, my dear friends, guidelines is not mandatory, but rather it is a suggestion of best practices, no? My take on this is we might as well follow it because we need uniformity. We need to move on in one direction. All our logo and icons are a combination of text and imaginary, no? That tells people about us. It creates a visual symbol that represents Rotary's vision. It represents all of us, what people will see. And we need everyone to be on board. We Rotarian, kagaya ng sinabi ni RP, should be the strongest and most vocal advocate of our organization. We must be able to motivate our audience to support our mission. No? We should also be the Rotary's brand guardians who will protect it against second guessing and misinterpretation. O bakit ganyan dun sa iba, ganon, diba? We Rotarians should be the living embodiment of our brand promise. We should live and breathe the brand. So since it's there, nakikiusap po kami, no, ng mga nasa regional public image team na we might as well follow it. Pwede po ba yun? Though it is not mandatory, but nakikiusap po kami na we should follow it. Are we one on that? Okay po ba yun? Pwede kaya sila sumagot?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Good, thank you.
Yes po. Yes.
Okay, now,
Yes.
for our end now guidelines. As again, hindi ko po ito talagang topic pero nag-aral po ako para sa inyo. So together, we will both learn about now visual guidelines. So ito po, ang gusto ko lang pong i-stress dito, of course, alam natin that ito yung primary logo natin. Ang gusto ko lang pong tandaan nyo dito is we cannot use the simplified version, no, of our master brand here kasi wala siyang word na Rotary International. Again, dapat po yung mark of excellence na mayroong Rotary International sa loob, not the simplified one. Second is, huwag po natin, kagaya po ng ating mga branding na kanina diniscuss po ni Gov. JP, no? Is huwag po natin kakalimutan, kahit po dito, importante rin po yung clear space. Lahat po mas may clear space. Para po mas lumutang yung logo natin, para mas kitang-kita. Actually, bilin to sa akin ni Chief of Staff Anton, na huwag kong kakalimutan na i-discuss yung clear space. Ayan. Okay? And another thing is, dito po sa layout nito, no? So this can only be used, no? Ito po yung end folio natin, parang yung master brand natin. We can only use this pag mayroon pong district, zone, or club master brand, either simplified or yung may Rotary International sa loob, no? So hindi po ito pwedeng, pero rin po nakasulat na ganyan, no? Na isang diretso na tinype lang natin. So as long as gagamitin po natin ng may brand name, okay? Ng may. Another thing is, for one color option, ito po ang nire-recommend ng RI. It's gray, white, and gray, no? May nakikita po ako, tinanong ko nga kay Anpolio now coordinator Mayan, kasi yung iba puro black, no? Puro gray. Sabi naman po niya is pwede daw naman po, no? So for secondary logo, ito po, yan po, yung full color, and again, available siya sa black printing, yung black and white, for black and silver natin, no? Yung one color option. Another thing is, for our secondary logo, no? Kagaya po nung ating primary lockup, they should only be used, no? With our master brand, no? Club, district, or zone master brand, okay? So again, pati po dito, may clear space. Pero ito, nakikita ko, tinanong ko nga kay Gobmean yung iba na mga is nakadikit siya dun sa dulo talaga, no? So, I think pwede naman siya, no? As I said, I am not in authority kasi hindi ako Anpolio now coordinator. But then, as advised by our Anpolio now coordinator, dito sa walang master brand signature, walang yung mark of excellence natin, pwedeng idikit doon sa dulo ng yung pinaglalagyan. But then, recommended pa rin na gumamit tayo ng clear space. Okay? So for our lockup, ang gusto ko lang pong i-stress out sa atin is, pag po gumamit tayo ng lockup natin, hindi po natin gagamitin yung may mark of excellence. Ang gagamitin po natin yung secondary logo natin. Itong wala. Kasi magiging redundant na po yung mark of excellence. Yung natin, yung Rotary na yung mark of excellence. So, ganyan po. So, available, zone, district, or club logo. Okay? So, pwede, yun po, available din po siya sa one color option. And ito lang po ang gusto kong i-reiterate, no? Pag po gumamit tayo ng full color, ito pong yung Rotary natin, blue, tapos yung Rotary gold, is hindi po natin pwedeng gamitin itong itong one color option natin. Dapat po kung colored, kung black and white. Ganun po ang natin. Ganun po ang nakalagay sa ating guidelines. Alright? Another thing is, kailangan din po natin dito ng clear space. So parate, no, huwag niyo tatandaan, clear space para po mas kitang-kita nakaangat yung logo natin. No? So, ito po ang isa nakalagay sa guidelines natin. We're not supposed to use yung Rotary lang po. For Rotary, international staff use only. So tayo po, gagawin natin yung brand, club, district, or zone logo natin. Ang zone natin, zone 10A. Alright? And again, don't forget the clear space. So ang ating pong official color is white, red, and Rotary gold. Okay, yan. So, question, can you unmute yourself? Sino makakasagot? Bibigyan po ng ng prize ni GovJP. Okay? Yan. So, ito po ba, ano pong mali dito? Ano pong non-conformity dito? Can anybody unmute? Can anyone unmute? Ano pong non-conformity dito?
Yung logo.
Ano po yung sa logo?
Redundant po na kasama sa folio. Dapat wala.
Alright. Meron pong mark of excellence, no? Redundant yung natin. So don't use the primary logo within a lockup since the logo already contains the field. Okay? Second is, ito po, ano pong non-conformity dito?
Color of the dapat one color lang, hindi yung
pwede kayang i-take note kung sino yung sumasagot para mapasalamatan. Yun. So tama po yun, no? So don't combine the master brand signature in black with the white color version of the logo, no? Ay, ito po. Ano pong mali dito? Ano pong non-conformity dito?
no clear space.
Ha?
Yung space. Wala pong clear space.
Wala pong?
Clear space.
Clear space, hindi po. Ano pa po? Thank you for remembering clear space.
Yung
Here
Rotary
they are.
International na word.
Yes, very good. Sana nakikita ko sino yung sumasagot. Opo, kasi naka-simplified, no, version po ng master brand signature natin, no? Dapat po may Rotary International. And again, dapat po may master brand somewhere. Okay? Another thing is, ito po, saan po kami actually kaya nagawa yung yan, kami kanina.
Wala siyang Rotary wheel.
Ito po, ang sabi naman dito is, wag gagamitin yung other disease. Kasi kami nilagyan dati namin ng end COVID now. Opo. So don't manipulate the logo or replace the word polio with other disease. Kasi ginamit namin yung dati. Dati community chair ako. Nagpalagay kami ng mga, yung sa likod ng mga PPE na end COVID now. Ay, tapos yun. So napagsabihan kami doon. Alright? So ito naman po, sabi don't cover or distort in any way, don't put anything within the clear space. Kasi clear space nga po, so hindi po tayo maglalagay. So the entire logo must be visible in the design. Okay. Ito po, ano pong mali dito? At saka dyan, actually sa amin po ito binibenta.
Kulay.
1,200 po yan. Okay. Tama po yung kulay po. Don't change the color of the logo. Thank you very much. Ang galing. Alright. Another thing is, may kwento lang po kami. Ay, mamaya pala yon. So ito, ano pong non-conformity dito?
Yung kulay ulit. Lalo na yung wheel.
Yes, yung kulay kasi ano siya, no, yellow siya, hindi matingkad. Galing hindi kayo napansin. Very good ka, sir. Kasi aside from that, ano pa po?
Yung spacing.
Yung spacing, no?
Spacing.
Okay, so ito po. Thank you. Aside from that, kasi po naka-round, no? Huwag po tayong gagawa ng round aside from pag ginawa lang po natin na FB profile pic, pwede po siyang maging round. Otherwise, huwag po tayong magde-design ng round na end polio now. Kasi po squarish po talaga ang end polio natin. Alright? So, and aside from that, di ba sabi dapat may master brand? Yan. Ito naman po, ano dito, aside sa ginawa pong circle, no? At saka syempre pag bining natin to yung sa MOA, syempre talagang yon, nakabilog yon, no? So aside from that, for squarish, ito po ano dito? Non-conformity dito.
Yung Rotary brand masyadong maliit kaysa doon sa yung infolium. Nasa taas yan.
Okay. Tama po, ang galing naman.
Siniksik lahat.
Aside dun sa end polio now na naka-round is yung master brand, no?
Yung master brand, natabunan, parang nawala at outcast.
Tama, wala siyang clear space, no? Kasi dinikit siya, no? So, dapat yung end polio now, hindi siya kasama dun sa taas na yon, no? Kasi secondary logo siya eh. Dapat nasa baba lang siya, somewhere along the layout, no? Hindi siya kadikit nun. Ang galing naman ng sumasagot. Sino ba yon? Sir Lan, sino ba yung sumasagot? Kahusay. Okay. Alam mo, minumove ko pa yung picture ko para makita ko yung Yan. So, ito po, ano po non-conformity dito?
Wala spacing pa, isa pa yung spacing.
Ano pa po? May isa pa, yung pinaka.
Yung brand, tawag doon sa Rotary wheel. Walang Rotary International.
Meron pong Rotary International yun.
Maliit
Akala
ba
ko rin
masyado?
simplified maliit lang masyado. Oo.
Hindi makita.
Yung shape dapat square lang.
Yeah, yung shape.
Tama,
Dapat square
yung shape.
lang. Good answer. Very good.
Naka-pull out.
Opo. Pero ito po ang gusto ko namang i-highlight sa inyo. Huwag po nating sisingitan ng I want to, Kasi po hindi po, di ba dapat yung primary lockup natin nakadikit doon sa may end, no? Siya po siningitan niya ng I want to. So dapat po no line should be added in the end polio logo, no? Kasi naging niya, parang iniba niya yung logo natin, di ba? Yung primary lockup, yun po. So wala po. Kung dapat ilabas po natin yung I want to, no? Kagaya nito, nakalabas, no? Yan po. So, ito naman po is
Mahimig lang ako, umiting lang ako.
wala pong walang
Hindi, nakamute.
Walang Rotary brand. Rotary wheel.
ang galing naman ito. Sir, ano pang pangalan?
PR lang kami, pwede bang
Thank you po.
Boying,
Sir,
Arsis
may I know
Antobian.
your name, please?
PP Boying, RC San Fabian.
Ano po, sir?
PP Boying, RC San Fabian.
Oh, si Pipi Boying. Hi, Pipi Boying. Favorite kita. Thank you, Pipi
Thank you,
Boying,
ma'am.
for your active participation. No? Ang galing, no? So, pag hindi niyo po kami makontak, ang kukontakin niyo po si Pipi Boying. Okay? Siya po
Wag
ang
po.
magtuturo sa inyo.
Wag
Yan
po.
po. Actually, during the campaign ng Philippine Rotary Vaccination Campaign, sabi ng mga nasa TRF, no? Sila po kasi yung primary lead no sa is gumawa po kami ng malapit sa campaign no na End Polio Now, no? So ako naisip ko is wag lalagyan ng disease, no? So ang naisip namin is ginawa namin Beat COVID Now, no? So ngayon hashtag natin yan, diba? So ang sabi ng RI, anong sabi ng RI? Pumayag ba ang RI? Ano pong guess nyo? Kasi sabi naman, wag bibigyan ng diba? Wag lalagyan ng sisingitan ng disease. Hindi naman yung end, no? Beat naman yan. Ano pong tingin nyo ang sabi ng RI? Pumayag o hindi?
Hindi ko alam.
Hindi nyo alam. Okay, ito po ang sabi ng RI. So, pinaalam po ni Gov. JP, no? So, no, they should not be used. It is too close related to the end polio now. And logo. We do not want to water down our own brand by confusing it with another initiative. So kaya po naging hashtag yan. Hindi po tayo pinayagan ng RI. Okay. Another thing is, si Gov JP naman po ang nag-isip naman. Sabi niya, baka ayaw na nila yung may center alignment, no? Yung nakagitna, yung parang end polio. Ito naman po, nag-design si Gov JP. So ito po uli ang sabi ng RI. This is still too close. The concept is still reference to the end polio. And ito po, pinansin po yung lock-up namin. Kasi hindi po namin dati yan nilagyan ng Zone 10A. Kasi po, nandito na yung Philippine eh. So sabi po ng RI, only Rotary International can use the master brand signature without a geographical qualifier. So wag niyo pong kakalimutan yan, no? So yan po. So now let's go to Rotary areas of focus visual guidelines. Okay. So sino bang ano natin? Sabihin mo pag malapit, pag ano na ako, baka kasi 3 guidelines ako ha. So Rotary has identified, no, kung ano yung mga issues need by focusing dun sa ano natin. So Rotary has identified areas of focus, AOF, that reflect critical humanitarian issues and needs. By focusing our efforts on these causes, we're able to make a greater impact locally and globally. Totoo naman, diba? So each area listed is represented by a specific icon, alam natin yan, and color. When grouped, the icon appear in the order as shown. Dapat po wag nating iibahin. Kung ano po yung in order, yan po ang gagamitin din natin. Yan din po ang pagkasunod-sunod. Oops, ayaw. Oh, ayan. Okay. So ito po. So una is peace building and conflict resolution. Yan ang una. Disease and prevention and treatment. Water and sanitation and hygiene. Maternal and child health. Basic education and literacy, community economic and development, and come July 1, ang madadagdag sa atin is environment, no? So ito po ang gagamitin natin. And again, ang sinasabi po ng RI, when designing materials about our areas of focus, dapat po nandun yung district or zone or club master brand natin. So dapat po nandyan, hindi po pwedeng mawala, no? It is mandatory. Yan. So, ito po ang gagamitin natin pag sa light background, no? Naka-PNG po yan. Tapos, lahat po ng gagamitin natin na gustong gamitin, binigay na po ng RI. For dark background, mayroon po yung white sa likod. So, yan po ang ilalagay natin. So, available din po yan sa may labels. And, ganun din po sa color icons with no labels naman. So, for light background and for dark background. Okay? So, ganun din po, no, for all color icons na that won't be compatible, no, for the materials that you're designing. So, you can use the black and white version. So, ito po ang gagamitin natin. And ang sinasabi po uli ng RI, wag nating pag-iiba-ibahin ang pagkasunod-sunod. And dapat po nandun yung club, district, or zone logo natin pag ginamit natin yan. Alright. Another thing is, so mayroon na po tayo, no, meron po tayong horizontal, meron po tayong vertical, no? And now, meron po tayong circle, no? So, doon po sa circle natin, in the colors icon on light background, ang gagamitin po natin dito sa Rotary's areas of focus is azure or azure, no? So, yan po. So, pag naman po black sa dark color is white po ang gagamitin natin. So, dapat po always use the proper contrast, no? So, again, wag natin pong gagamitin without Rotary Club, District, or Zone logo. Parati po nandiyan yan. So, yan po. So, yan din po ang pagkasunod-sunod. Pag nakabilog, hindi po natin pwedeng baguhin. Alright? So, ito po, yung mga individual logos nila, pero hindi ko na po inilagay lahat, no? Nag-sample lang po ako. Peace and building and conflict prevention. The title of the area of focus can be placed under the icon or to the right icon. So ito po. and can exist without the title. So pwede po siya, di ba? Without title, wala yung ano pangalan. Ito po. Yun. If the color icon won't work on the material you're designing, you can use black or white version. Ganun din po, no? Mayroong colored and may black and white. So for, tapos again, choose the version that provides the highest contrast to the icon that are easy to identify. So again, when designing, kahit po ito, yung individual, no, is dapat po nandun din yung club, zone, or district master brand. So kagaya po dito sa basic education and literacy, ganyan po, no? Lahat talaga ng kakailanganin natin, binigay na ng RI. Okay? So for mga area, yung mga assignment po ng color for peace building and conflict resolution, azure, this is an prevention and treatment, cardinal. Kala ko dati red, cardinal pala. Cardinal red siguro. Water and sanitation hygiene, sky blue. Maternal and child health is violet. And basic education and literacy, orange. Community economic and development is turquoise. And environment is grass. O hindi green ha, grass. Okay, yeah. So, for our non-conformity, ito lang po ang gusto kong i-highlight sa inyo, no? Hindi po natin pwedeng ilagay sa lockup yung ating mga areas of focus. So nasa ibaba po siya, no? And second is, wag po natin siyang i-cover, no? Dapat po yung kitang-kita siya. Ganun din po sa endfolio. And wag po nating i-overlap yung icon. Kung ano po yung pagkakaano dun sa Director Liza, anong kinakain mo, penge? Yan. So kung anong pagkasunod-sunod dyan po ang gagamitin. And again, don't change the color assigned to that icon. Okay? So ito po ba? Ano po bang mali dito, no? So nilagyan po nila ng team logo. Hindi po natin lalagyan ng sulat yan, no? Hindi po natin pakikialaman yan. Kung lalagyan po natin ng master brand, doon po natin sa ibaba ilalagay. Okay? So ito po yung mga lumabas data, no? Huwag na po natin itong gagamitin, ha? Unang-una, tingnan nyo po, mali po yung mga picture. Ito po, yung dove, no? Iba na ang kulay, yung mother and child, yung maternal and child health, iba na po ang icon. Tapos yung environment, tapos yung water and sanitation, hindi po ganito, no? So yung disease and prevention, iba na rin po. May heart po dun, di ba? So yung basic education and literacy. So wag na po itong gagamitin. Yung mga nagiging innovative, wag na po tayo magpaka-innovative kasi binigay na po sa atin lahat ng RI. Okay? And this one, yung po dati, no? Wag na po natin din gagamitin kasi ibang-iba na po, no? So at saka po ibang-iba na rin po yung wordings, no? Wag po natin gagamitin. Alright? Second is siguro, no, my take on this is ganito po pag gagamitin natin sa pwede po natin kagaya nito, no? This is disease prevention and treatment kasi vaccination. So pwede po natin ilagay dyan yung mga individual logo. Or gusto niyo po doon sa mahaba doon sa baba, okay? Kung if you have enough space. Or ito sa environment, pwede po natin ilagay yung yung environment na logo ng icon dyan. Alright? So ito po, huwag na po natin gamitin. Ang dami po lumabas niyan dati, no? Huwag na po tayo magpaka-innovative. Sayang naman po yung pinaghirapan ng RI. Again, ito, hindi po natin ilalagay yung master brand signature natin dito kasi naka-enclose. Enclose it with another logo. So sa baba po natin ilalagay. And hindi po tayo allowed na gumamit ng iba. So ang gagamitin lang po natin, vertical, circle, and horizontal. Yan po, binigay na lahat. Okay? Now, for our last topic is the people of action. But before I do, let me ask you this question. No? So, will you agree with me that any event happening in our lives, either a major or insignificant, does not happen as a matter of coincidence, but destiny? All of you here right now are destined to serve, to change lives. So my question is, are you ready to serve and to change lives? Are you ready to be a people of action? So if your answer is yes, please lend me your ears. Ito na po yung last for 15 minutes lang po, no? So at the end of the session, we will be able to, of course, communicate the importance of Rotary brand people of action, no, to reach out to other people. Okay. My dear friends, this picture are the winners from the recently concluded Zone 10A. Hello, can you hear me? Hello po, nandiyan pa po kayo?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The Zone 10A People of Action Photo Contest. Do you notice something in common? Ano pong nakita nyo? Something in common dito? Anybody?
Puro bata.
Ah, puro bata. Alin pa po? Ano pa po aside from puro bata? Ano pa po? Yung mga Rotarian, ano pa po? They all serve with smile. Service rendered with joy. We've been doing many great things for a very long time. We are told to do our good work quietly, not for recognition, not for pat in the back, but because that's how we do it. It's noble, it's a good thing. However, what we have learned is we need to tell our story. We need to increase awareness. My dear friends, awareness of Rotary is high, but public understanding of who we are and what we do and the value we bring to the communities is concerningly low. We need each one of you to talk about Rotary in ways that explain what we do and the impact we make is essential on enhancing people's understanding and inspiring them to get involved. It is important that we tell our story in ways that will help people understand what Rotary does. Dapat maging relatable tayo and why our work matter. With this understanding, we can reach our full potential and we can bring more people together. Getting people to recognize our brand is the start, yung topic ni Gov JP, but our work needs further, no? In our People of Action campaign, we are targeting people who do not know about Rotary and why it is relevant to them. We hope this campaign will appeal to potential members who wants to make a difference, who want to change lives in their communities, and those interested in Rotary causes and people looking to establish relationship with others in the community. Alam niyo po kami dito sa Laguna, wala po akong kahit isang kapamilya, wala akong kamag-anak. Ang pamilya ko po rito, pag nagkasakit po kami, pag nagka-problema, ang dumadamay po yung mga ka-Rotarian ko. That's how Rotary becomes my life. So why do we need to tell our story? Okay, hindi ko na po ito hahabaan kasi this is another topic by Gov Bate, and she's really, really good, no? So let the story do the work. Another thing is whoever tells the best story wins. And it is a change maker. Hindi ko na po expound, no? Kasi I'm sure Gov Mate will expound on that. And how do People of Action campaigns bring Rotary brand to life? Because it highlights and show what happens when community leaders, that's all of us, di ba, ano ginagawa natin sa meeting, di ba? Nag-uusap tayo kung ano yung magiging project natin. So, we join together, we share our vision kung ano yung gusto nating mangyari, and we exchange ideas. And after we exchange ideas, anong ginagawa natin? Of course, since we are a people of action, we take action and to make it a reality, no? That's how we bring Rotary brand to life. An effective People of Action shows Rotary member as an achiever. Remember, no? Leaders, we are leaders who work together in communities to inspire, to transform, to connect, and to celebrate what's possible and to change lives. We are people who get things done. We enjoy working, growing, and learning from each other. And ano daw po ba ang hinahanap, no? What are the elements of engaging People of Action story? First is focus on the relevant community challenges, describe action that we took, show collaboration or partnership, include the beneficiary, and illustrate the positive impact in the community. So isa-isahin po natin very briefly, ano? So ito po, no, we focus on the relevant community challenges. It show how we got involved no pong during pandemic, namigay po tayo ng mga modular during distance learning, no? So yan po. So we involve ourselves kung ano pwede natin gawin, di ba? Ngayong pandemic, namimigay tayo ng mga PPE, ng mga alcohol. We make ourselves very, no, talaga yung maaasahan of partners in our community. Second is an element of engaging people of action story is dapat daw po is dinescribe natin kung ano yung ginawa natin kagaya dito, no? Yung people in shuttle, naglagay po sila ng 400 square feet tiny houses, no? Shelter, accessibility. Dapat po sasabihin natin, no? Kung ano yung ginagawa natin. Hindi po kailangang hulaan, no? Ng mga titingin. Dapat po mayroon kayong heading dun sa taas, nakasulat na, or dun sa body copy. Okay? Another element is, dapat daw po is, hindi ko makita kasi natatakpan po, ano? Okay, engaging people of action story show collaboration, no? So kailangan nakikita kung ano yung mga how dependable we are pag po partner po sa atin yung iba, right? Okay. Ayaw. Bakit ba ito ayaw? Shucks. Teka lang po, naghang po Okay. And include the beneficiary to show the difference we made in the community and create emotional connection in our story. Dapat po nakikita nila yung mga beneficiaries natin, no? Another thing is, people of action should illustrate the positive impact, no? So it described the difference we made in the community to create an emotional connection. Dapat yung nakakaantig ng damdamin, no? So in summary, people of action are effective problem solving. The stories identify the community challenges and explain the action taken by Rotarian. Explain Rotarian and members and participants, illustrate collaboration, and describe who benefit and show the overall impact that we make, no? So ito po, sa photography, ano po ba yung dapat makikita natin? It should be a genuine visual story. Dapat po compelling, no? Persuasive element. Unstage, hindi po dapat yung mga halatang nagpa-pictorial lang. Depicting a powerful image that capture people's attention, no? And ignites real emotion. Yung tipong nakita mo na, ay, ang galing naman ito, nakakainggit. Ay, gusto ko rin to. So this is what will make a successful campaign materials. Friends, photography is an art of observation, of finding something interesting in the thing we see and how we see them. A picture is worth 1,000 words of the thing we do and do not say. A picture is more colorful than a group of words. Imagine that. A picture is more colorful than a group of words, literally and figuratively. It evokes more emotion. According to research, a human brain can process 60,000 times, no, faster than words. And the point is, we need to be selective of our people of action material. Post a picture that captures people's attention. Kasi you only have 5 minutes, di ba? Otherwise, sa Facebook, ay 5 seconds pala. Otherwise, lalampasan na yun pag hindi na sila parang ano ba to? Parang nagyayabang ba to? O sincere ba to? Di ba? Dapat mararamdaman nila. Okay? So, when creating our people of action story, ito po yung iiwasan natin. Avoid directly looking at the camera, yung mga ano po, naka-post, no? Yan. Saka po yung poor lighting, no? Hindi po makita kung ano yung ginagawa kasi ang dilim. Saka po yung large group, dapat po minimum of 2, maximum of 5, no? And lack of focal points, yung ano kay mahuhulaan pa ho, ano, kung ano yung ginagawa, ano ba ito, nagdi-deliver ba ito, nagbibigay o ano. And back of the heads, no? Kasi most of the time, nasa likod yung mga pangalan natin. So ilagay po natin sa unahan para kitang-kita na Rotarian po tayo, no? So dapat po ipapakita yung mga mukha, di ba? And how handshaking. Kasi hindi naman natin alam kung ano yung kino-close na deal. And since people of action, of course, avoid one person unless, di ba? So magiging ano na siya, hindi siya, kasi people nga, di ba? So, and flat perspective, all right? Awkward angle. So when selecting photographs, try to avoid any of this that look staged. Yun lang po ang pinakamahalaga dyan. So kagaya po, dati, ganyan po tayo mag-project. Gawin po natin ganito yung posting natin, no? Yung unstage po, no? Yan. All right? Unstage and with emotion para po people of action talaga. All right? So, Ang people of action po is, ito lang po yung mga gagamitin natin na wordings. Together we end polio, together we empower, together we fight hunger, together we inspire, together we learn, together we mentor, we promote peace, we save lives, we transform, we connect. Wala po tayong ibang pwedeng idagdag dito. Ito lang po yung approve ng RI. Alright? So, paano po ba tayo gagawa? Very briefly, no, for those who already knew, this is a review. As kanina po, sinabi ni Charlotte, di ba? Yung papasok tayo sa Rotary brand org, sa rotary.org. Tapos, ito po, i-click po natin yung manage. Tapos, pag nakita po natin yung manage, pupunta po tayo, i-click natin yung brand center. Then, pag nasa brand center na po tayo, is create your own. So, i-click po natin yan. Then, ito po na po ang lalabas. Diyan din po yung mga logos natin. So, kanina na-discuss na yan ni Pipi Charlotte, no? So, kung ano po yung gusto natin, kung sa print ad, sa Facebook post, yan po. Or yung cover, no, ng Facebook natin. So, ito lang po ang gusto ko, yung choose action verb based on do sa ginawa niyong project. Alright? So, i-drop down niyo po, choose kayo doon sa ano. Ito lang po yung gusto kong i-highlight. Ito pong body copy, no? Ito po yung optional po to. Pwede niyo po itong i-personalize. Gusto niyo nga gawin yung Tagalog or yung local dialect niyo dyan, diba? Or kaya lang, baka hindi maintindihan ng iba, no? So you can customize it. You can personalize it. Okay? So yun pong pinersonalize nyo, ito po naman ang laman no, ng body copy. So what were the outcome of the project? How many beneficiaries? What resulted to the project? And wag natin po lalagyan ng Rotary jargons or acronym para po maintindihan ng iba. And should be short enough to keep the audience attention. And dapat po may call to action. Please visit our website. Please visit rotary.org or yung Facebook page. So don't forget po kung may bata is to get yung pong ano, yung permission ng parents. It's either a signed copy or just a signed letter or to give them a heads up na lalabas po ano sa billboard. Yun. Alright? So, ito po, dun po sa picture, no? I-click po natin yung box na yan. Okay. Tapos po, so click the box para po ma-download natin yung picture sa ating pong computer. Then, so again, the image should represent a genuine and staged Rotary network. Subject, yung mga faces po, dapat po is positive and happy and engaging. At saka dapat po kita. So ask yourself, will the people in the community connect? No? Maiintindihan ba nila or they will be interested sa picture na makikita nila? So dun po, pag click po yung plus sign doon para po ma-download natin yung picture natin. Dito po, no? Then, in choosing the picture, think of the external audience. Will it convey your message? Will it connect to them? Will it create value on who are and what we do? Okay? So ito lang po ang gusto kong i-stress. If you notice, no, nandito po sa tabi yung Rotarian. So pwede po natin itong i-refocus. Ito po, i-click po natin to i-refocus, no? So ito po yung about image resolution naman. Pag nakalagay na not high resolution, not CMYK, ibig sabihin po is not suitable for printing yan, no? Pag yun po ang nakita, alright? So ito po, inayos natin, dapat i-focus, igigitna natin para mas makita yan na po. Na, na po natin yan, na-adjust na po. So by clicking that, yun. So kung gusto niyo po, hindi niyo po nakita yung nagustuhan yung design nyo, i-clear nyo lang po and repeat all over again. Okay? Again, photo should have a minimum of 2 people, at least 2 Rotarians, and no posing po. Parating pong hindi ko po ako magsasawang sabihin yon. Wala po dapat naka-post and large group. Wala po. And do not shoot with wide angle. Kasi po yung wide angle masyadong malapit. Hindi po natin makakrop. Hindi po natin marirefocus. Okay? Yan po. So ito na po. Halimbawa yung finished product natin. So click save, no? So pag na-click save na po natin, i-refresh na po natin para po download natin kung ano yung gusto natin. Kung JPEG, kung PNG, or PDF. Okay? So my favorite is PDF, yung transparent file. Again, sa nagtanong po kanina, no, pwede po bang lagyan? Ito na po yung sagot ng club, yung People of Action. Hindi po natin pwedeng lagyan yung People of Action na picture because the People of Action represent, no, represent the 1.2 Rotarian worldwide. Tayo po lahat ang gumagamit niyan. So dito po natin ilalagay, no, sa dito. Pwede po tayong maglagay ng square dito sa call to action section or dito po sa body copy. But never di po dun sa kasama po ng People of Action logo. Okay? Wala di po. Hindi po natin ilalagay dyan. So whoever who asked this question, this is my answer. Okay? So again, dun po sa ito po yung mga color natin. So sa full color version. So sa reverse, available sa horizontal. Ang horizontal po, yan po yung ating preferred version. So yung stock or secondary version, ito po yung para sa mga billboard ads, no? So available din po siya sa black and white. So yan po. Andyan na po lahat. Okay? And again, kagaya po ng paulit-ulit kanina, don't forget the clear space. Yan, kahit po dyan. So dito rin po, yan po pwede po kayong maglagay. No? Kung walang picture po dito sa baba, pwede nyong ilagay yung club name. No? Yan po. Alright. So again, we cannot transform the community just for standing up and holding the things that we want to, yung kung ano yung mga gagamitin natin paglilinis, no? Dapat po action photo talaga kasi po para hindi po tayo masagbihan ng photography club. Imagine we have to touch, no, the heart of the people, no, para po makita nila na sincere tayo sa ginagawa natin. Alright? My dear friends, our People of Action has the ability to transform a viewer to a place and time they have never been and could never have witnessed otherwise. Kasi tayo lang po ang makakakita ng ginagawa nating project kung hindi natin ilalagay sa Facebook, no? Kung hindi po natin ipopost, no? So makakalimutan na po yan. Our People of Action help in raising awareness to our advocacy. They show the wonders of being a Rotarian. It is a first-hand account of the event that can spur awareness and make people take notice. They demonstrate the determination of making a difference that might otherwise have gone unnoticed. Our People of Action speak our own emotion. No? It allows us to express our own feelings, the joy of making a difference, of doing good to the world. And they speak loudly, and sometimes they whisper, join us, be one of us, let us change lives. Fellow Rotary leaders, hindi lang po People of Action photo. Kailangan din po natin ng video for 30 to 90 seconds. No? So capture Rotary's essence with video that affect Rotary initiative and project. Video of People of Action showing your district or your club, making a difference in your partner community, showing the impact of our project working with project partners. Fellow Rotary leader, all this will one day be the greatest memories of being a Rotarian. No matter how complex the health situation is today, we can have an innovative ways to do People of Action. COVID-19 did not put us down. Instead, it makes us stronger and wiser. It inspires us and revive to move forward. Together, we move forward and change lives. We need to remember the law of connection. Effective leaders know that you first have to touch people's heart before you ask them for a hand, before we ask them to join us. Connecting people is all our responsibility. You can't move people to action unless you first move them with emotion. The heart comes before the hand, and we can do that through our People of Action. And Rotarians, we are the walking billboards, and we need each one of you from District 3790. Sabi nga po ni Shekhar Mehta, serving others change lives, including our own. With that, available po yan sa Brand Center, lahat po ng sinabi namin, and yung videos. And thank you for having me. Sana po is may naintindihan po kayo. Thank you very much, and God bless everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello.
Thank you, ma'am. Vice President Lizelle, thank you for that wonderful presentation.
Thank you po. Thank you for having me. And before I end, no, gusto ko magpasalamat sa tech team nyo. Sobrang gagaling po nila, and kay PP Anton for being with me all the time, for connecting with me, and now he is my friend. So thank you very much. Yun po.
Thank you din po, President Michelle.
Okay, any question po? May time pa po ba ako? Binilisan ko na. Baka mamaya mag-overtime ako.
Yes po, you still have time.
Okay, do you have any question po? If not,
Sagutin mo na yung tinatanong ni AJ. Kanina
Ayun
pa,
po.
nasa na si AJ?
Gov, nasagot ko na kanina.
Nasagot mo na,
natin
okay.
pwedeng i-mix yung club master or district or zone master band with our people of action. Lalo na po dun sa picture, no? Dapat po sa baba or sa side. Yung po.
Okay na po, Gov. Thank you, PP.
Thank you po. Sana po we'll see more of people of action from 3790 and please participate po yung po sa ating contest sa district as a zone sa 10A na people of action photo contest and video, no? Maraming salamat po.
Go.
Wala na question.
On behalf of District 3790, this certificate of appreciation is presented to past President Flor de Vita Liz Castro Patuan for imparting her insight to District 3790 during its district training assembly this 15th day of May 2021. Signed, Billy L. Serafica, District Governor, Rotary year 2021-2022. This includes a token as a vote of thanks which was sent to you.
Thank you, Liz.
Welcome, fellow Rotarians. For this particular topic, welcome, fellow Rotarians. For this particular topic, is your photo compelling, powerful, and inspiring? I'll be introducing our guest speaker. She has a degree in AB English from La Consolacion College, Bacolod, and a recipient of fellowship by the International Leadership Program at the University of California, Berkeley, USA. A fellow of the Institute of International Education at the University of San Carlos, Cebu, and a fellow of Leadership Development Program, Philippines. Mate, as she is fondly called, is a former member of the Philippine Bayanihan Dance Company and Tanghalang Filipino, both resident companies of the cultural centers of the Philippines. She has performed in various Filipino musical and theater productions, both here and abroad, and directed the restaging of Noli Me Tangere, the musical in Los Angeles in 2015 and 2016.
Okay. Naririnig niyo ako? Yeah, the
the introduction was cut short, but I don't mind. Can I go ahead?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Thank you, District 3790, for inviting me to take part in your district training assembly. Yung topic ko po is all about images. So I'm going to show you a lot of images. Actually, some of it were already mentioned by Pipi Lizelle a while ago. No, but how crucial is images? No, it is as crucial as words when it comes to messaging. Um, I am not a photographer, so I am not going to talk about composition or lighting or aperture, no. But since what I'm going to do instead is give you simple practical tips that was also cascaded down to us by fellow Rotarians that are into photography that I think will also help you improve on your public image campaign. So it's not going to be how do I tell my Rotary story, but it's going to be how your photos are powerful, inspiring, and compelling enough. Are they? Are these photos that you have been dishing out there in social media, particularly on FB, which is our preferred social media platform, not for our public image campaign? Are your photos compelling, powerful, and inspiring enough to move people to action? And I think that is the key question that we should ask ourselves when it comes to public image. Is my message strong enough to move people to action? At ano yung sinasabi nila palagi? Ano yung three things that we should evoke from our audience, no? Get them involved. First is get them involved in your advocacies, get them to donate to your causes, and inspire them to become Rotarians and join you in providing service to the communities. So I will I'm going to start this presentation by sharing with you several photos that I fished from the internet. And I'm going to give you 5 seconds each to look at each photo and ask yourselves what you think is the message that this photo brings. Okay, so we'll start with the first one. Ayan, emoticons. Nandyan ba? Are you feeling any of these emotions that the emoticons are displaying here? What do you think of the pictures that were shared to you, no? Were you happy? Did it make you happy to see the horse comforting the woman in the wheelchair? What do you think is the story behind it? Do you think the horse is responsible for the woman being in a wheelchair, or is the horse going to be part of the recovery phase of this woman? So sa images pa lang, marami ng questions that will arise, no? And that will actually make you interested in a particular post just because of one image. The other images that you see, um, were you amused when you saw those cats lining up in the docks, waiting for the fish meal coming from those fishermen? Hindi ba? Can you conjure an image of the chaos that will probably ensue, no? If once those fishermen start throwing the fish in their direction? Siguro ibang klaseng pictures na naman yung makikita natin that will really be quite funny. Did it make you proud to see Rotarians helping build homes and working to end polio in places, some of it we've never even heard of? And did it sadden you to see that the arm of a severely malnourished child against that of a clearly healthy person? Or did it anger you, no? To realize how cruel the world can be to those who have less in life? If you felt something by merely looking at these images, that those are the kind of images that we want you to upload as part of your public image campaign in order to get responses from your target audience. And sino yung audience natin when it comes to public image? Dito tayo minsan nakakalimot. Do you think these are members of our club? Are these fellow Rotarians? Or is our target the general public that should know what we in Rotary are doing? So next, why are images important? This is from a PR team based in Australia, and they have this to say, no, a picture is a great way to convey your message quickly to an audience without them reading through a lot of text. In the world of social media kasi, and I'm sure you've experienced this, skim tayo ng skim, di ba? Scroll tayo ng scroll. Minsan, dumadaan lang sa paningin natin, we do not stop, we do not even react, we do not share. Yan yung ating objective from here on. No? Our grand plan should be make them stop, look, and click on the link to the story you are about to tell, and more importantly, hopefully share this to the rest of the world. And the first step in grabbing their attention is by way of images. That's how important image is, or your photos. And that is what we call, as mentioned earlier by Pipi Lizel, is what we call visual storytelling, which is it makes you show, not tell. It brings your stories and characters to life with the images that you post. Ernesto Olivares is an infographic designer, and he has this to say: stories in text are boring, but stories daw told visually are engaging and they sell. Of course, I should not be agreeing to that, no? Since I am a journalist, I am a writer, my world is words. But in this age of social media, Olivares hits the point. It doesn't mean, though, that you stop at just posting images, mind you. The picture will only help grab the reader's attention, but your ultimate objective must be to lead them to the article that accompanies the image so they can better understand your cause. And again, move them to action. Here, I just chose a static object, no, as a photo, just to give emphasis na hindi lang images. We can go beyond images of people, of places, of events happening. But let's think creatively on how best we can send our message across. So why are images important? Sinabi na kanina ni Pipi Lizel. According to the Visual Teaching Alliance, 90% of information transmitted to the brain is visual. No? Facebook posts with photos account for 87% of total interactions. In fact, yung sinasabi natin din kanina, when you skim through Facebook, no, yung ganyan ka, hala, ganyan ka lang ng ganyan sa cellphone mo. A 3-second stop in a particular post is what matters in the world of data analytics. And that is very, very important when it comes to marketing and advertising. When you react to that post, that's another positive point. When you click on the link to the article, that's the fulfillment of your objective. But when that person actually shared your post in his or her own wall, that will make it a definite plus. And that is the reason, fellow Rotarians, why mainstream media You have Inquirer, Philippine Star, CNN, ABS-CBN. They all do that, no? They have been using social media as an alternative platform. And dyan nakikita nyo, they often use an image accompanied by a titillating headline or a quotable quote, no? And then sa ilalim niyan, there's a link that will direct you to their website for the full article. Di ba? Ang problema lang sa atin is sometimes when we see a headline or something that is very, very controversial, we react to it immediately without contextualizing what the story is all about. And then we share it na. But that helps the mainstream media get more following. But that is not what we are about to do here. So now let's go to practical tips in getting your images. And we start off with trying various angle shots. Some examples I'm putting out here are from the internet, but many come from Rotary events in my district, in other districts, including yours. So various angles. This picture comes from uh, the end polio activity by the Rotary Club of Iloilo South. And this actually landed in the Philippine Rotary magazine. It's a top shot. See, it's picture perfect, postcard perfect, and it gives a different perspective. In other words, challenge yourself to view the event in a different angle that will be captivating to your audience. Ika nga, think out of the box. No? This picture also comes from the same club, taken naman this time from below, yet still bringing the same advocacy message. It is a post picture. Makikita nyo yung mga Rotarians down there, nakapost sila. But still, it is still a attention grabber in itself. And what I like about this photo is that it gives justice to their partner, which in this case is the Marriott Hotel. No, they gave justice to the partnership with Marriott that actually turned red to join their celebration of World Polio Day. Here we have photos also using different angle shots without any captions. Do these photos give you an idea what the project is all about? Siguro tayo Rotarians, yes, we know, because some of us probably had, implemented this kind of project. But ang pinaka-importante, what about your audience? It is good documentation, and I am encouraging you to always document your service projects because they will speak for you as a club doing service to the community. But it is good documentation, yet there are other ways to show how one can best present this kind of project. And look at this one. This too is a hand washing project. Pero unang tingin pa lang, you can already see the objective, which is providing access to potable water. What I'm trying to say here, although iba siya sa sinabi kanina ni Pipi Lizelle about people of action wherein dapat merong isa, dalawang Rotarians present, no? But sometimes when we do public image, it doesn't have to be all you in the picture. It can be just your beneficiaries. But also think if the shot was taken in this manner with those Rotarians lining up and also testing the waters and the sink, I'm pretty sure it would have given a different effect. In other words, when you do an event, plan ahead on what shots to take and make this as candid and as real as possible. Okay? Now, in this slide, we have 4 pictures with one particular Rotarian in all. The pictures shown this way is a narrative in itself. Nakikita nyo? First picture, he was about to plant. Second picture, he planted it. Third, he succeeded and he's got dirty hands to show how he did it. But what I'm saying here is even without captions, although we need to caption always our pictures, but even without captions, sa unang tingin mo pa lang, the third and the fourth pictures clearly shows what the activity was all about because of the tarpaulin subtly tucked in the background. And yan yung atin ding pag-isipan. Let's think of other ways to brand our activity instead of yung usual natin, di ba? Dalawang Rotarians at both end of the tarpaulin or the streamer. Tapos lahat tayo nasa likod ng streamer for a group shot. There are ways. Can we mute? There are ways to brand your activity without it becoming using the traditional way. Okay. Now let's go to another tip. Focus on the eyes. They say the eyes are the windows to your soul. And when you do your service projects, in the event you do not have post evaluation, post monitoring evaluation, look at the eyes and the faces of your beneficiaries to gauge whether your event, your service project is a success or needs improvement. Okay? Now, the next 3 slides I'm showing you is a wheelchair donation to an elderly lady. What I like about this picture is that it shows a Rotarian amputee going out of his way to help another person with disability. This kind of images will be very moving to your audience. No? This is another original post. It looks nice, but see what a little cropping can do. Cutting off the part that is not necessary in the picture. In this case, if you look, take a look at the previous one, the vehicle occupies a big part of the image. But now that you cut it off, you can now clearly see the joy in the woman's eyes. Lahat ng mga cellphones natin, they actually have, excuse me, tools, no? Editing tools, cropping, sometimes nga autofocus, auto enhance, no? Brightness, contrast, and what have you. I am urging you to use that. Study it, embrace your phones, and make it, you know, your tool, your best friend for your public image campaigns. Oh, here is another photo. I think this came from your district. This is a selfie shot. But the first thing that you see when you take a look at it is what? Your eyes are immediately drawn to the little boy, di ba? That is happily munching away his apple. Bakit? Because of the eyes, the focus on the eyes. You can clearly see very, very expressive. Hindi yung Rotarian. I'm pretty sure this Rotarian did not have that idea of what's going to happen when he takes that selfie shot, no? This would have been a perfect shot kung meron siyang logo dito sa shirt niya that he is a Rotarian. So we will actually know that this is a Rotary project. This one, I like this picture too. Although sinabi kanina ni Pipi Lizelle na we'd rather avoid a crowd picture. But this one, if you look at the picture, makikita mo kaagad what is the focus here. The two boys that are displaying the reactions, no, dito sa foreground. But at the same time, it gives you also an idea of the magnitude of the project because of the number of beneficiaries in the background. Katulad ng sinabi ko dun sa kabilang slide, hindi natin alam what is in the mind of that Rotarian when he grabbed this picture. So yung sinasabi ko, click, you know, continue clicking, and some of your pictures will definitely come out like this, worthy of a public image campaign material. Next tip, learn to anticipate important matters. In planning for your event, always assign a Rotarian who will act as a documenter or as your photographer. At isa lang dapat ang gawin niya. Observe and click away so that important matters will be captured immediately by the camera lens. Okay. I got this example because of the variety of shots done in one activity. I think this is from your district. While I would not normally suggest this type of pose, which we call the firing squad, this to me is still captivating because of the bright colors. No? So, isa din yon na one of the elements in getting a good picture are the colors that within that photo. And also because I really like the play of words in the title of the project here, which is Alagang Quarantine. It clearly suggests it is a dental project during pandemic times. Same activity, shots taken in various angles. Again, one or two or three images at most is more than enough to tell your story via visuals. Let us please refrain from using our official club pages as photo albums of ourselves. Still quarantine. This time naman yung focus, the beneficiaries. I took out these two pictures. Why? Because this could have been great photos with careful planning. If you look at your left, the picture on the left, the first photo has a partially viewed child, no, girl, here on the left, tapos a headless child on the right. And then meron tayong bata sa gitna who was brushing away in the teeth model. No? Sayang hindi na-capture yung reaction nung bata. But what was captured, if the shot was taken from below, probably meron kang na-capture na reaction. What is clearly visible, though, is the face of the photo bomber at the back. So let's be very careful about this. Here on the other picture, though, you can already clearly see the face of the little girl, and you can see how absorbed she is in the process and probably could not wait for her turn. Now, I got that and crop it close up. Nakikita niyo yung difference? Now you can clearly see the reaction of the boy. This would have been a perfect shot if the little girl was looking towards him. Pero sa kabila siya, kinat off ko lang, towards him sana. And that would have been a perfect picture. Perhaps, at some point, the little girl did, perhaps she did not, which is why we should learn to anticipate important matters and why there should always be a designated photographer or documenter in our project service projects. Okay. Next tip, use the element of surprise. Hindi literally gulatan, ha? Baka lahat naman ng picture natin naka open eyes na lang tayo, or maybe we'd look scary in that. But look at this picture. This is the type of picture that I want you to consider. If you look at this, does it look posed? It may look to you as posed, but it is not. It will look posed if the other Rotarian behind is also looking towards the lens. The fact that he is not, and that there's a perspective of the wide sea background at the back, makes this a very, very good picture. So when you capture photos, do not intervene. Allow the Rotarians to do their task. And when you think you have a good picture, a perfect shot, call the Rotarian and take that shot, and you will get this effect. Or in this picture, wherein you can clearly see the surprise in the faces of the kids as they were grabbing at their stuffed toy. No? Precious moments like this will pass you kung wala tayong designated photographer. And this, mind you, this type of pictures will be the one that will make your audience stop in their tracks, react to your post, probably read the link, and even share your stories. As mentioned earlier, another tip would be simply give very minimal directions and allow the course of action to happen. Huwag tayong turuan na, o sige, dito tayo, kumpul-kumpul. Just allow it, which is why hindi nyo magagawa niyan kung walang isang designated photographer. You know, when you give minimal directions, the output will definitely be candid shots, which is what we want for our public image campaign materials. Okay? Now, this picture, I like this picture because the Rotarians are not aware that they were part of the shot. More than that, it also shows important details like the amount of goods that you are donating to a health facility. But again, it is in the details. And in this case, if the camera was just tilted a little bit upward to capture the name of the health center, this picture would have been self-explanatory. Same activity, Rotarians at work. What little cropping can do that will make a difference. Take away that building on the right that has no meaning at all in the picture and just brighten it a bit, and you can clearly see Rotarians at work doing public service. Okay. Here, face mask distribution. This particular post uploaded so many photos. Dami-dami talaga. Taken really in various angle shots. No? But I chose two. This one to show how many Rotarians were involved in the project. And although mukha siyang firing squad, it is not because it was taken from the side. Also, it allows you to see the magnitude of face masks that they're distributing. So hindi siya talaga pipitsuging project. No? But this one I like better. Why? Because instead of just waiting in the distribution center that they set up, the Rotarians went out of their way to go inside the public market and give away these face masks. No? So this photo has all the elements from showing who the beneficiary is to the branding through the Rotary logo on the shirt, and of course, the Rotarian following proper health protocols in the conduct of their activity. So one picture says it all. You don't have to upload plus 30, plus 40, or plus 10 pictures. Next advice, shoot, shoot, and shoot until you capture what you think could best describe your project. Again, do not make a photo album in one post. Karamihan sa atin, we would, yung sinasabi ko na, di ba, meron kang, at most, FB will allow you 4 pictures, di ba, and then may pluses na. So many of us actually do that. We post pictures and then may plus 7, plus 10, plus 20, sometimes plus 76 pa nga, no? May nakikita ako. We don't have to do that. Facebook is an interactive page. If you can fill up, your page every day with photos, as long as you create messaging different from the previous ones that you've already uploaded, pwede yan. You can use 3 pictures at most per post, and then because chances are your first post, your initial post, people might not have seen that if you shared it only once, no? But people can see your posts every day if you continue sharing 2 or 3 or 4. But please, pictures that matter, ha? Yung mga plus na yan, you think the public, the general public, I don't think even your friends in FB will go out of their way to click on the plus to see for themselves ano yung plus 30 other pictures that you posted. No. Sino yung interested dyan? Kayo-kayo lang. Because you'd like to see whether you were part of the documentation. And this is what I'm saying. Clubs, you give justice to all your members. Give them their share, of a pat on the back for being part of that project. And the way to do it best is uploading posts one day at a time. No, hindi sabay-sabay, but you can do it one post today, one post tomorrow, and then so on and so forth. Same activity, different shots, but beautifully taken to show Rotarians as people of action. And this would not have been possible kung, again, walang assigned photographer. Now, here are some wonderful pictures of a club who crossed the sea to reach their beneficiaries. These are the same people in the boat, but taken in different angles. Now, if I am your public image chair in the club, I would prefer the picture on the right, which shows the female Rotarian with the End Polio Now shirt facing the camera, no? Because that is identifiable, really, that you are Rotarians. But if you want to have your pictures published in traditional media, for example, the newspapers, your community papers, your broadsheets, I would choose the picture on the left. Why? Because it gives a different perspective of how far of the amount of effort that you do in um, delivering your service projects. See, more action pictures, more importantly, please show your beneficiaries. Here, again, let me remind you, it is not just people that we photograph, but places and objects. And this is a really good picture because it tells the general public where you Rotarians serve and the conditions of the people that you serve. Now, this picture was posted by a Rotary Club, and alam natin yung mga kabataan, they're quite savvy in editing. But instead of cropping out the non-important parts of the image, what did they do? They stylized and shaded it and made the pictures more interesting. Again, nasa phones po natin yan. The styling, this type of editing, it can be found in your phones. All you need to do is study these tools and learn from it. No? Same in these pictures. Kanina, sinabi na yan paulit-ulit, consistency. Let us be reminded that when we edit pictures, let's make sure we post uniformly edited photos for consistency. No? Wag yung isang picture auto enhance, yung dito bright, yung dito vintage, tapos isang post lang siya. No? Magkakagulo-gulo yung message na ibibigay mo. So again, consistency. Sinabi na po yan kaninang umaga, sinabi din po yan ni Gov JP. Consistency is very important. Again, do not lose sight of your objective, which is your beneficiaries. Next tip, zoom in on important details and look at what a little cropping can do to make that difference. It will evoke something rather than seeing it in a big picture. It's the same in this photo. Nakita nyo? Zoom in on what's important and make sure that that is the center of your focus. Dito, yung picture na wider angle, mas agaw pansin yung babaeng naka-white, no? But when you crop it, you zoom in on the focus, which is the child, no? Makikita nyo, the edited photo actually looks much better because now you can clearly see the polio drop being administered. Very easy lang. Chop-chop lang ang ginagawa. And all of that are in your, again, mobile phones, smartphones. So again, these are examples of a wider shot versus a close-up shot. No? Both are really good pictures. In the wider shot, you can see the Rotarian pointing to the object of focus, which is the new sleepers. In the close-up photo, however, no, it gives you a more vivid picture of poverty and how the child clearly endured a broken pair of sleepers for some time until he was gifted a new set. This kind of photos serves as stark reminders to us and to the public of the need to help others. Lastly, have fun. Sinabi na rin yan kanina. Have fun shooting and don't forget to shoot the fun part of why we are in Rotary. Beyond the service projects, let us capture pictures of fellowship so that others may know that we are not an organization of old, boring fellows, but rather we are warm and fun-loving Rotarians. I like this photo because who among you can remember the famous photo of the Beatles crossing the street? No? This was imitated by these Rotarians, although kabila sila from the right to the left yung crossing nila. But I like this picture because while it shows the seriousness of their activity by way of their donation of traffic enforcers vest and volunteering their time, it also shows the wacky side of Rotarians, di ba? So blend it. It's a blend. Find that mix that will actually be very interesting to your audience. So lastly, a picture like this, along with the other examples I showed and were shown by Pipi Lizelle kanina, are mere reminders that simple practical tips in taking photos spell a lot of difference in sending your message across. If you can draw your audience into the image and evoke reactions, and more importantly, move them to action, then your public image campaign is a success. So I hope I was able to inspire you enough to start clicking on your mobile phones. From here on, please study and make this as your best friend when you do your service projects. With that, maraming salamat po at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. So, any questions?
Host Club, where are you? Thank you, Gov Mate.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you, Lizelle and Charlie. Any questions? No, ako na naging ano, no? Ako na naging Host Club.
Club JP?
Yes.
Yeah, if I may add to that.
Okay.
Kasi yung don't get confused dun sa sinabi ni yung mga parameters na sinabi ni Gov Mate, kasi yung sa akin is those that you're going to use as a people of action. So, di ba, mas maganda rin na lahat ng all those makikita nila yung versatility ng club natin. So, it's good to know all these things. Yes. So, as long as yung sa akin kasing side, yung looking at the camera and yung people of action and maximum minimum of 2, maximum of 5, those are paggagawin nyo na sa people of action template. That's about it.
Again, thank you for Gov Mate for a very informative and giving us insights on how to actually do our public image and actually doing more on the pictures to reflect what the Rotarians should actually be doing. Okay. Are there any questions for Gov Mate? Any? You can actually unmute yourself if you have questions. So,
May I ask?
go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go,
VP
but
Lizelle.
what is your take with dun sa mga tarpaulin na nandun yung picture ng presidente and ng governor or every project that they are doing? What's your take on that?
Me, that is merely branding an activity, no? Wala
Uh-huh.
namang masama dyan. Yung sinasabi ko lang, yung sana, matuto tayo na ilagay yung mga tarpaulins in places that are hindi siya obtrusive to what you are doing, no? Nakita niyo yung example ko kanina, yung tarpaulin nasa background, but still it is still visible to the audience. So okay lang, it still sends the message across kung ano yung activity na ginagawa nila. As to pictures of the president and the governors as part of the tarpaulin, hindi siya necessary, but if it's part of what you have been accustomed to, that is also okay. Ang mas gusto ko lang tutukan na we should think out of the box and think more of your beneficiaries rather than yung mga officials natin. You know, to be very honest, I was asked that recently during the selection committee for the district governor, and I was asked, what do I prefer in the issue of female Rotarians and male Rotarians? Who do I prefer in putting up on the billboard, no, a face of a female Rotarian or a male Rotarian promoting Rotary service projects? And my answer, and which I really believe in, neither. Because to me, the message that you have to send across to the people must must always be about your beneficiaries. It's not you, it's your beneficiaries. When you post those pictures out as part of your public image campaign, you will be convincing more people to join your cause rather than mukha-mukha nyo ang nandyan. That's my take.
Gov Mate, I think Press Marian has a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Good afternoon po. Yung
Good
question
afternoon.
ko lang po is because when we take pictures, sometimes we don't really know kung sino yung mga parents. Like for children lang po. Kasi yung kanina, yung sabi po yung first speaker kanina, mag-ask lang ng permission kung pwedeng i-repost yung mga pictures with kids.
Yes.
Sometimes kasi pag nagtitake po, di ba minsan hindi ka na makakapagpaalam. But then it's a good picture for people of action. How safe it is for us to just post it na parang for the intention of showing how we do our job or how we do services. Yung
Yes.
pag yung safety po, yung parang siyempre minsan baka sabihin ba't ka nagte-take ng pictures, mga bata yan, ganito for other reasons, baka magkaganito, magkaganyan.
Yes.
Ano po kayong magandang gawin po doon?
We have actually a law covering the rights of the children, no? And nakalagay talaga doon that without permission from the guardian or from the parents, we should not be posting pictures of children without the consent of the adults, no? So yung sinasabi, yung siguro the safest reply would be before you start an activity, syempre you send people naman ahead of time or kayo mismo. You get a general nod from those who are attending if you can use pictures of the children beneficiaries, no? If there's an agreed consent, I don't see anything wrong with it. For as long as hindi compromising yung picture ng bata, no? For example, meron akong club na they do circumcision project, no? So sa circumcision project, alam natin those are private parts. So what you do if ever you want to show the seriousness of your activity is you actually cover the private parts, and you also cover the face of the children. In other cases, we also our club is very involved in a project covering sexually abused girls, and wala talagang documentation dyan. Hindi talaga pwede. because these are children in in violent situations. So that is not really allowed. Pagpasok pa lang namin, we already tell all Rotarians we cannot take photos of these children because this is a very sensitive issue.
Another follow-up po. Considered po ba yan sa hindi natin pwedeng picturean yung mga sa orphans, yung mga orphanage po?
What do you mean? Yung sa orphanage? You have to ask the
Opo, kasi
permission.
mga
You have to ask the permission of the people in charge of the orphanage. So sila yung tumatayong guardians eh. If they feel that there is nothing wrong with it, then go ahead, no? But you have to get always the permission of the adults that's supervising these kids. I do not know, how do I stop the share screen? Parang hindi ako marunong mag-stop ng share screen. Anyway, sige, go ahead. Did I answer that?
There's another question, Gov Mate, from
Yes.
Downtown Olongapo, AJC. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hi,
Go
hello, good
ahead.
afternoon po, Gov Mate.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I would just like just to ask about your opinion on posting videos for the service project. I know most of us Rotarians post most of the time we post photos and action photos. How about posting videos po?
Actually, videos are encouraged, no? Because videos are more stimulating rather than static photos actually. Eh. So yun yung sinasabi nga natin. Instead of posting photos na may +7, gawin mo siyang picture package with music. And that would be more interesting rather than static pictures na may +30. So, but make it, yung attention span kasi ng tao when it comes to social media is so short. So make sure hindi siya ganun kahaba. But when it comes to articles, you cannot post a video with it. I would suggest that you post a photo that will accompany your stories.
Thank you, Gob. Kapag po nag-post ng video, Gob, what do you suggest po na yung span of time niya lang para yung focus ng audience is yung makaka-capture niya pa rin mas maiintindihan niya?
Actually, may tinatawag tayo sa broadcast media, no? 15-seconder, 30-seconder, 1-minuter. If you can do it 15 seconds, that is more than enough. Because you only need 3 to 5 seconds to keep your audience interested. Once they stop to watch your video for 5 seconds, you've already kumbaga pa you've already entice them. Parang you've made them interested already in your post. So 15, 30, and 1 minute. More than that, medyo isang buong kanta na yon. So medyo mahaba na siya. Wala tayong pasensya for that, especially in social media platforms.
So you think both photos and videos are both effective naman po in advertising?
Yes.
Thank you
Yes,
so
they
much,
are.
Gob Mate.
Welcome. Thank you also.
Would there be other questions for Gov Mate?
Ako, I have a question for Gov Mate.
Go ahead, Gov JP.
Hindi, correct me if I'm wrong. Wala ba akong video yan? Correct me if I'm wrong. I overheard dun sa resume mo when they were introducing you. Did I heard it right na you were a former bayanihan dancer?
Yes po, 100 pounds ago.
100 pounds ago. So, do you want to see Governor Ate
No,
dancing
no, no, no.
right now?
Naka-pajama shorts ako, Gov JP.
Ayos yan, Gov, ah.
Alam na pala namin kung sino ang invite namin.
Oh,
Okay,
Gov
back to
Mate.
you. Steve, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the public image team, which is headed by Ray Castillo, Governor Ray Castillo, our coordinator, and then Past President Lizelle,
Thank you, Gov
Past
JP.
President
Andito pa ako.
Charlie, and Past Vice Governor, Vice Governor nominee, Mate.
Mag-mute ka na rin.
Thank you very much sa inyo lahat. Thank
Okay.
you. Back to you, Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gov JP.
On behalf of District 3790, the Certificate of Appreciation is presented to District Governor Nominee Designate Maria Esther Mate Espina for imparting her insights to District 3790 during its District Training Assembly this 15th day of May 2021. Signed, Willie L. Serafica, District Governor, Rotary Year 2021-2022. This includes a token as a vote of thanks which was sent to you via courier. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you also for all of our speakers for today for taking their time to actually share their knowledge. Okay, also in behalf of the Rotary Club of Baguio Summer Capital, we also want to thank the participants who have joined us for this afternoon. So, in this manner, we would like to actually, you could actually go now to the plenary after the ads. If
Anong link? Plenary.
yung one gov
0001.
plenary. Gov much better if you go proceedly to the RCBS .NET Friendship Hall. Mas mabilis kasi yung transition.
Ganun ba?
Yes,
Hindi, pero
Gov.
that's the ano ba? 0001?
Number 5, Gov. 5.
Number 5, okay.
Yes, Gov.
Yung plenary rin kanina, no? The
Yes, Gov.
plenary. Alright. Alright, see you. Thanks, Gov.
Gov, thank you for
Everybody.
also
Thank
helping
you.
out. Gov
Thank
Japes.
Thank you.
Ganda ng view mo sa ano to. Thank you. Kailan ka maglalaro, Gov?
Gov JP, pwede ka na pumalo.
Dito sa Luisita, naglalaro na. Kung
Naglalaro ka na? Pwede naman umakyat, Gov eh.
Luisita, oo.
Pagkakit mo, Gov.
Kaya nga, kayo, kung hindi pa kayo pwede dyan, bumaba kayo. Bumaba kayo rito.
Mukhang bababa naman ata sila, Gov. Di ba matutuloy na yung fourth leg?
Oo nga. Sige, basta sabi. Sa ano pa? Sa June pa yata yung fourth leg.
Yeah, so I think bababa sila, Gov.
Yung sa Pradera?
Yeah.
Sa Pradera?
Kung may time ka rin, Gov, ikaw naman ang makiat.
Sabihin mo, mag-Luisita muna, hindi Pradera.
Luisita muna bago Pradera.
I might, July. Oo, Luisita muna bago Pradera.
Yeah.
Or Pradera.
Okay, Gov.
Diba?
Yes, Gov.
Alright.
Alright, thank you, Gov, and thank you to
Thank you
to all the participants.
Gov Ray, thank you.
Gov JP, congratulations. Thank you for helping the Arctic team.
Thank you, Gov Ray. Roommate, thank you.
Thank you also. Thank you very much. Ganda ko.
Lower right corner sa pinadulo. Bro.
Congrats, Press Marion.
For the information of everyone still here, fellow Rotarians, please visit the www.rcbsc.net for the Friendship Hall and link to the plenary. We will shut the virtual break room in 10 seconds. We will shut it down. Thank you so much for attending this breakout session.